Oskaloosa Indians basketball action is on the air, live on KBOE. And all over the world at KBOEradio.com and the mobile app. Brought to you by Bank Iowa, Mahaska Drug, Pella Printing, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Edward Jones Investments, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Certified Pest Control, Clow Valve Company, Kelly Style Insurance, Fred's Muffler Shop, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Lighton State Bank, Malcolm Lumber, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care, Robert Auld Investments, the Rock Island Tap, Hawkeye Real Estate, and Pella Regional Health Center. Your keys to the game sponsor is Craig Ford. And now, live Oskaloosa Indians basketball action on the No Coast Network.
It may be the first day of winter, but the Oskaloosa girls basketball team comes in a little bit warm. They've won 2 consecutive games for the first time in over 4 years, and they'll try to stretch that to a 3-game winning streak tonight when they take on the Pella Lady Dutch. How you doing, everyone? I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for joining us on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network. And we've got the video stream available on KBOEradio.com and the KBOE app. All sorts of ways to join us here tonight as the Oskaloosa girls coming off an overtime win at Norwalk last Tuesday night, 41-36. That puts the Indians at 1-3 in the Little Hawkeye Conference and 2-7 overall. Pella comes in with a 5-3 record, 3-1 in the Little Hawkeye Conference, and Pella comes in rather warm themselves with 4 consecutive wins. The last of those was on Tuesday night at Newton by a score of 61-31, where Pella senior Emily Holterhouse hit a school record 24 rebounds in that game. She also added 18 points, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 3 block shots. No word on sales of popcorn or any other concessions that she had on that night. Pella will be without one of their regular starters, Madison Parks, a 5'5 senior. She is sidelined with an injury. Will not be available tonight. And the Indians will be without Ashley Drost, who is away with a family vacation. And sophomore Kaylee Johnson will take her place in the Indians starting 5 tonight. We'll hear from Oskaloosa coach J.C. Watt, get her view on the victory at Norwalk on Tuesday night. And tonight's game with Pella as well. We'll do that when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
At Craig Ford, we believe in giving and serving, and that's especially true during the holiday season. That's why this December, we at Craig Ford are giving you Ford employee pricing. That's right, Ford employee pricing exclusively at Craig Ford. You pay what we pay from now till the end of the year. Craig Ford employee pricing gives you $18,500 off an F-150. You can get over $7,000 off a 2018 Escape, over $9,000 off the Ford Edge, and a whopping $10,000 off the Ford Explorer at Craig Ford.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Welcome back to our pregame show. The Oskaloosa girls basketball team getting ready to host Pella tonight. Final game before the Christmas break. J.C. White, the coach of the Oskaloosa Indians, is dressed in the Christmas spirit and is also a little under the weather, so I'm glad she's able to join us now. And the Indians now with back-to-back wins for the first time since February of 2014 after a win at Norwalk on Tuesday.
Yeah, we've had a couple big wins for our program, just for confidence builders for our girls. We've been telling them for a while that you're capable of winning games, but a lot of those girls have never been in close game situations. So to see us execute at the end of the game was good for us.
I'm sure something else they weren't involved in is shutting out a team for an entire quarter, which you did in the first quarter on Tuesday.
Yeah, we really did well defensively in the first quarter. They made some adjustments offensively, but I felt like we made some adjustments again on defense and really responded well to the adjustments that Norwalk made offensively.
Something else that was nice to see was in the fourth quarter on Tuesday night was going 10 for 10, I think it was, at the free throw line, and Lindsay Holmberg making two with 9 seconds to play to force the overtime. Again, something the girls haven't been in before, but coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, we really hit free throws well at the end of the game, which was good to see because up to this point we really haven't had that confidence on the free throw line. So to have some girls step up, and girls that typically we wouldn't necessarily be our first pick on the free throw line step up and do that, it just shows the confidence that we've got coming into some games here down the second half of the season.
And the last two games you've gotten to the free throw line more than quite a few other games.
Yeah, it's been good. We've been on the attack. We're really moving in our offense well, and we're doing a lot of good things playing together as a team.
And Amanda Fay had a strong game. She hadn't played much the last couple of days, but came in, had a dozen points for you, and was also strong on the boards.
Yeah, she's one that really just posts hard inside, and that was something that we knew we could exploit against Norwalk. And she came in and stepped up for us, which was good to see because she's kind of been a little bit more shy the last couple games in JV, and I think she's starting to get some of that confidence and starting to play to her potential.
Now a Pella team tonight with some very strong athletes, including one girl who's going to play Division I volleyball. What do you know about them?
They like to play fast. They run the ball. They are going to move the ball around pretty quick on offense, so we're going to do our best to slow the game down and play the pace that we want to play.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can play fast, but it's also kind of like driving in NASCAR or something. You've got driving fast is one thing, but driving fast under control is something else.
Yeah, we got to limit turnovers. Obviously, they're going to bring pressure. We've been working on it for the last couple weeks. Executing that against a tougher team like Pella is going to be a little different than executing against a couple of the teams we've been playing lately, but I think we can do it, and I think we can execute.
All right, thanks very much, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, you too.
That's J.C. White, coach of the Oskaloosa girls basketball team. We'll be back with the starting lineups as Pella comes to Oskaloosa. We'll be back in 2 minutes on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flight and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa. I'm Joe Lancello, getting ready for girls high school basketball with the Oskaloosa Indians getting ready to take on the Pella Lady Dutch. Following this game at about 7:45, we'll have the boys matchup between Oskaloosa and Pella. The Indians coming off their first loss of the season at Norwalk on Tuesday night. Oskaloosa #1 of the state in this week's Associated Press poll for Class 3A basketball, and Pella's boys ranked number 10 in the state, so that should be a dandy. Let's run down the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for the Pella Lady Dutch with a record of 5-3 and 3-1 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Pella will start with Elizabeth Carney, a 5'7" senior, averaging 5.5 points a game. Grace Held is a 5'6" senior, averaging 10 points a game, also 3 assists and 2 steals. Sydney Van Vark is a 5'5" senior, averaging just under 7 points a game. Madison Naig is a 5'9" sophomore, averaging almost 8 points a game and 4 rebounds. And Emily Holderhouse, a 6'1" senior, averaging 15.1 a game, 13.8 rebounds, which leads the state among Iowa 4A teams. And she's also averaging 2.5 block shots a game. Jared Garland is the coach of Pella, the Lady Dutch, 5-3 overall, 3-1 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. For the Oskaloosa Indians, they will have in their starting lineup Lindsay Holmberg, a 5'5" senior at one of the guards. She's averaging 3.9 points a game. Emma Kelderman also in the backcourt, a 5'8" senior, averaging 1.9. Forwards, Kaylee Johnson, a 5'6" sophomore, averaging 3.8 points a game. And Jillian Jennings, a 5'8" sophomore, averaging 4.3. And in the middle for the Indians is Marley Denberger, a 5'11" junior, averaging just over 9 points a game. J.C. White, the coach of the Indians, 2-7 overall, 1-3 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. And the Indians coming off back-to-back wins last Saturday at EBF and last Tuesday at Norwalk. Time now for our Craig Ford Keys of the Game, brought to you by Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. First key for the Indians is going to have to be to box out, which may be a little difficult with Ashley Drost unavailable, one of the Indians' post players, because the less Emily Holderhouse has her hands on the ball, the better. And one way she certainly gets the ball is by rebounding. She had 24 on Tuesday night, and she also averages 13.8 rebounds a game. Something else for the Indians to do is keep up the good free throw shooting. They were at the line a season-high 26 times on Tuesday night. Overtime factors a little bit into that, of course. But they made 20 of those free throws, so a season-best percentage for the Indian girls. And they've gotten better the last couple of games of getting to the line and also converting the free throws when they get them. And third key would be for the Indians to act like you're on a winning streak. Now, I don't mean act like a pro wrestling villain and slap your opponent's face before the game or anything like that there, but there's no reason to play scared or act scared. You can act like you're on a little bit of a roll, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just concentrate on what you're doing. And you've got two good reasons to be positive about the way things are going for your team. Those are our keys of the game, brought to you tonight by Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. Other games tonight, or let's run down the standings first in the Little Hawkeye Conference for girls. Grinnell in the lead at 4-0. Pella is 3-1, as is Dallas Center Grimes. Pella Christian and Indianola are 2-2. Oskaloosa and Newton 1-3, and Norwalk on the bottom at 0-4. We'll come back to Oskaloosa for the opening tip of girls basketball, Oskaloosa against Pella. We'll do that when we come back in 3 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
This is Wade Davidson, owner of the Rock Island Tap. We want you to come on down to the Tap starting Sunday, September 9th and watch your favorite NFL teams. We will be hosting NFL Sunday Ticket every Sunday from 11 to 11, and you can watch up to 5 games throughout the Tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We will have $6 Bloody Marys with a 6-ounce beer back, along with pizzas and other snacks. Don't forget NFL Sunday Ticket here at the Rock Island Tap.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa today.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Welden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves in being your local lumberyard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years. You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffey.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa as the Indians being introduced to this crowd here at Oskaloosa High School, with the Indians getting ready to take on Pella in girls basketball. Other games tonight, Little Hawkeye Conference games. Besides this one, Pella Christian is at Dallas Center Grimes, Indianola at Grinnell, and Norwalk at Newton. Elsewhere, boys and girls doubleheaders, Montezuma at English Valleys, Ottumwa at Des Moines East, and Knoxville at Bondurant Farrar. There's one boys only game tonight, Linville Sully at Tri-County. And the latest girls basketball rankings from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. In Class 4A, Grinnell is ranked 4th in the state. Knoxville is ranked 9th. In Class 1A, Montezuma is ranked 3rd, Linville Sully 5th, and North Mahaska 10th. Indians in the home white shirts with maroon numbers and letters, maroon trim. Pella, the Lady Dutch, will be in the traveling green shirts. White numbers and letters, silver and white trim. Indians will go from left to right as we get things underway in the first half. It'll be Marley Denberger at 5'11", jumping center against Emily Holterhouse, who is 6'1". Holterhouse going to play volleyball. She's committed to Northern Iowa for next season. And she is quite the hitter and blocker in volleyball, and I'm sure she's will have a commending presence here tonight. Fischel throws up the ball, and it's controlled by Pella. They'll go from right to left. Van Vark, right wing, right corner for Held. Then it came for Holterhouse. Inside shot didn't go, and the Indians get the rebound. Holmberg into the front court for Kaylee Johnson, high right. Denberger, high post right. Got the ball for Kelderman Lane. Driving. Ball was knocked away by Van Vark. And here comes Pella the other way. Quick 3-and-1. Holterhouse finding Naig for a layup. Madison Naig getting Pella on the board 2-0, and Pella pressing the backcourt. And a whistle, and Jillian Jennings called for a travel after she just caught the ball. Must have slid a foot just so slightly. Pella on the inbound midcourt. 7:20 to go in the opening quarter. Just underway here. Entry pass, Cartwright block for Holterhouse, and they're going to say she was fouled. Or travel, beg your pardon. First Pella turnover. Oskaloosa inbounding against the full court press. Kelderman in for Johnson, far side. For Denberger, now into the front court. Kelderman high in the right side, waits for everybody to catch up. Denberger, 3 from on top. That doesn't go. Rebound skids out and out of bounds to the baseline. Pella basketball. We've played 1 minute and 1 second in the opening quarter. 2-0 Pella over Oskaloosa. Last game for both teams before we break for Christmas and New Year's. Van Vark outside the arc on the left. Gives it for Naig, high post left, down low for Holterhouse. Took a dribble ball, stripped away briefly by Holmberg, but the ball went out of bounds. They're on the wrong side of the baseline, and Pella will keep it. Held on the inbound baseline left as Pella attacked the basket to our left. For a wide open Naig in the lane, overshot the basket, rebound Holterhouse up and in. Emily Holterhouse's first basket, and Pella up 4-0. Pressure in the backcourt. And the ball thrown away by Johnson, and Pella get it right back. Long 3 from the right, air ball out of bounds. And it'll go to Oskaloosa. And Pella will take a short timeout. 6:31 to go in the first quarter, and Pella with a 4-0 lead over Oskaloosa. Neither of these teams will play again until 2 weeks from tonight, which will be January the 4th. Pella will be at home against Dallas Center Grimes, while the Indians travel to Indianola. Pella finally break their huddle and hurry up to put on the full court press. Kelderman to inbound with Holterhouse all over her. Bounce pass in for Jennings on the far side. Picked up the dribble. Got ahead for Holmberg on the far side. Now they'll back off on the press. And Holmberg will bring it into the front court. Holmberg for Johnson, high right. Denberger in the free throw circle. Driving right of the lane. Lost the dribble briefly. Gets it back. Gives back for Johnson. Now Holmberg on the far side. Kelderman, left wing of the sideline. For Denberger, spitting, double team. Gets it off for Johnson. Jennings right baseline, back off for Holmberg. Holmberg has it again outside the arc on the right. Right corner Jennings. Indians being patient, swinging it around, and a pass from Johnson to the far sideline, tipped out of bounds right into the Pella bench. Indians will inbound there with 5:49 to go in the quarter. Oskaloosa trailing Pella 4-0. Denberger on the inbound. We've got a whistle as the ball was being inbounded. And it's against Oskaloosa's Julian Jennings. First foul of the game. Pella inbound, leg to the floor, no pressure. Indians in a 1-3-1 zone. Pass down low, left block in the lane for Holterhouse to score. She's got 4. Pella off to a 6-0 start. Jennings double team to the near sideline. Ball goes out of bounds off a Pella player. It will stay with the Indians. Now the Indians will inbound three-quarter court in the near sideline. Kelderman in for Holmberg, facing the pressure. Denberger for Jennings between the circles in the backcourt. Now Denberger in the front court, trying to drive all the way. Shot, overshot the basket, doesn't go. Naig the rebound for Pella. Long ahead for Held to drive, shot doesn't go. Denberger the Oskaloosa rebound. 5:07 to go in the quarter, 6-0 Pella. Johnson high right, guarded by Carney. Johnson for Denberger, high post, reach-in foul called on Madison Naig of Pella. Naig's first foul, the first on the Lady Dutch. Amanda Fay comes into the Oskaloosa lineup, a 6-foot sophomore averaging 4 a game, had a season-high 12 Tuesday in the overtime win at Norwalk, and she was a very strong presence in that game. Fay high post right. Getting the ball back for Holmberg. Now Denberger on the right wing. Entry pass intended for Fay. We got a whistle. And a violation on the Indians. Third Oskaloosa turnover. I didn't really see it travel or anything, and the officials didn't signal anything. Held high right, 3 doesn't go. Battle for the rebound, still battle for the rebound. Denberger trying to get control of it and finally does. That went through a whole bunch of hands. Holmberg into the front court with 4:22 to go in the quarter. And pass for Fay, high post right back to the basket, and she was bumped from behind. Holderhouse committed the foul, her first, second team foul on Pella. Sub for Pella into the game now for the first time is Faith Deers, a 5'7" sophomore. And off the baseline inbound, Pella get a steal. Here's Deers ahead of the crowd. Layup, no. Rebound, Holderhouse, no. And the Indians get the rebound. Holmberg into the front court. Guarded by Held. Bounce pass for Fay in the free throw circle. Looks for a cutter. Still looking for somebody. Gives it for Denberger, high right. Denberger for Fay, right block. Trying to move on Holderhouse. Gets it back out for Holmberg on the right wing. Bounce pass out of Fay's reach, out of bounds. It goes to Pella on the fourth Oskaloosa turnover. 3:43 to go in the quarter. Pella up 6-0 over the Indians. Joe Lancello with you on KBOE FM and the No-Coast Network. Long pass for Naig. Left block. Lost the handle on the ball. And Jennings on the takeaway in the second Pella turnover. Holmberg in the front court. Kaylee Johnson high left. 1-3-1 zone by Pella. Entry pass poked away by Holderhouse. Pella with a breakaway, and Holderhouse will lay it up and in. Holderhouse with 6, and Pella off to an 8-0 start. Pressure in the backcourt. Holmberg trying to dribble near sideline. Double team. Gives it back for Denberger. Passes it ahead for Jennings, and they don't beat the 10-second count. 6th Indian turnover. Pella get it back with 3:01 to go in the first. Annika Peterson, a 5'7" sophomore, into the game for Pella, replacing Madison Naig. Into the game for Oskaloosa is Macy Creer, a 5'4" freshman, to replace Kaylee Johnson. Pella inbounding at the hash mark on the near side. In their front court. Holderhouse, free throw line center, right shot around, no, and a pushing foul on the rebound. Lindsey Holmberg pushed. Annika Peterson, just in the game, commits the foul, her first, third team foul on the Lady Dutch. Oskaloosa inbounding length of the floor with 2:51 to go in the quarter. Trailing 8-0. Inbound for Fay at the far corner. Fay surrounded by Holderhouse. Pass ahead for Holmberg on the far side. Gets into the front court. Double team, lost the dribble. Almost an over and back, but Lindsay able to get it back under control. Denberger, high right. Pella 1-3-1 zone from the looks of things. Fay high post right. Gives it for Denberger. Right baseline jumper is short. Rebound tied up between Fay and Holderhouse, and the ball will go to Oskaloosa on the possession arrow. Sydney Van Vark back into the game for Pella to replace Grace held. Holmberg on the inbound baseline right as the Indians attack the basket to our right. In for Fay, left block. Puts up the shot at short. Rebound is tipped out to the far side. Finally controlled by Peterson. Long ball ahead for Holderhouse to run the floor and score. Pella has a 10-0 lead. Holderhouse has 8 of those. And Oskaloosa wants a timeout. It'll be a short one, so we keep it here. 2:12 to go in the quarter. And Oskaloosa down 10-0. You'll remember on Tuesday night, they blanked Norwalk 9-0 at the end of one quarter. So perhaps a case of do unto others as you would have do unto you, or something like that. We'll hear from Oskaloosa coach, boys basketball coach Ryan Parker at an intermission of this game. As the Indians boys look to bounce back from their defeat at Norwalk on Tuesday. Indians have trouble with full court pressure, and Pella going to continue that. It'll be Denberger on the inbound, length of the floor. Marley looking, bounce pass for Holmberg. They back off a little bit, back for Denberger under her own basket. Marley starts to dribble to the near side. Cross-court pass for Creer. Creer double team, lobs it across the halfway line for Denberger on the near side. Denberger for Holmberg in the center circle. Has a look now, starts to dribble. Guarded by Van Bark. Pass for Fay, left wing, looking for a cutting Jennings. Ball goes out of bounds. It will go to Pella on the 7th Oskaloosa turnover. Nagan held back into the game for Pella rather. Minute 40 to go in the quarter. Held thought about a 3 pass into the lane for Nag. We got a foul. Blocking foul on the Indians. Amanda Fay commits the foul, her first. Second Oskaloosa team foul. Pella on the inbound baseline right with a minute 36 to go in the first quarter. Nag driving toward the lane, kicking off on the right for Held. Held driving the baseline, kicks it back in the lane for Peterson. Now a whistle and 3 seconds on Pella. Third Lady Dutch turnover. Oskaloosa ball with a minute 25 to go in the first. Indians still looking to break it the Schneid. They're down 10-0. Kilderman on the inbound for Holmberg. Holmberg on the dribble. They back off in the press. Double team coming in midcourt. Holmberg got it across. She's double teamed there. Lost the ball, but it's off one of the Pella players. Indians keep it at midcourt. Minute 15 to go in the first. Denberger, Creer, Holmberg, Fay, and Kelderman, the 5 on the floor for Oskaloosa. Now a 2-3 zone from Pella defensively. Kelderman left wing, entry pass on the left block for Fay. She was double teamed. Off for Denberger on the right. 3 on the way, around and out. Rebound off Fay's fingertips out of bounds. It will go to Pella with 58.6 to go in the quarter. Kaylee Johnson back in for the Indians, replacing Macy Creer. No defensive pressure from Oskaloosa. Held into the front court far side for Van Work. Back for Held. Now in the left wing, Deers driving the baseline, kicks it back off. Held faked a 3. Drove the right of the lane. Pella get it back. Van Work lobs right baseline. And Held was trying to drive and was fouled. Team foul 3 on Oskaloosa. That'll be on Lindsay Holmberg, her first. And for the first time tonight, somebody's going to go to the free throw line. Grace Held, an 81% free throw shooter at the line, shooting 2 for Pella. Free throw up is short. 35.6 to go in the quarter. Pella up 10-0 over Oskaloosa. Indians looking to continue their 2-game winning streak. Pella's on a 4-game stretch. Held second free throw up and in. 1 out of 2. First point of the night for the senior, Grace Held. 11-0 Pella. Holmberg high right. Guarded by Held. Pass for Fay. High post right off her hand. It's tied up on the floor. And Pella with a takeaway. 8th Oskaloosa turnover. Gears faked a 3 on the right. Now they get it back out between the circles for Held with 9 seconds to go in the quarter. They'll go for the last shot. Deers back for Held on top. Deers now left baseline. Came in for Peterson in the lane. Her shot didn't go, and that's the quarter. After 1, it's Pella 11, Oskaloosa nothing. Second quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Start the second quarter. They lead Oskaloosa 11-0 after the first 8 minutes. Holterhouse back in the game for Pella. So is Carney, who's got the ball on the left wing. Gets it on top for Held. Drive the lane. Dump for Holterhouse down low and a bunny. Holterhouse with 10. And Pella with a 13-0 lead. Early second quarter. Jennings for Holmberg on the backcourt. Tries to get past a double team, passes ahead, but threw it right to Holderhouse. Ball ahead for Held, driving, missed the shot and a foul. And Grace Held to the line again to shoot 2 for Pella. Emma Kelderman commits the foul, her first. That is 4 on the Indians in the half. No one with more than 1 for Oskaloosa. Held, who averages 10 points a game, was 1 of 2 at the line at the end of the first quarter. First free throw off here. Indians with Fay, Kelderman, Holmberg, Denberger, and Johnson. Second try by Held is up and in. She made 1 of 2, just like the last time. 2 for Held, 14 for Pella, nothing for Oskaloosa. Denberger on the front court, far side, double team to the hash mark. Gets it back for Holmberg, who's double teamed in midcourt, and a reach-in foul on one of the Lady Dutch. Team foul 3. No, check that. Team foul 4 on Pella. That's on Elizabeth Carney, her first. Denberg on the inbound. Hash mark on the near side. Gives it for Johnson on top. Lob for Fay in the lane. Driving, shooting off the glass, off the rim. No. Holterhouse the rebound. Quick 3-on-1. Holterhouse feeding Carney to score. Carney's first basket. 16-0 Pella. Almost 1 minute played in the second quarter. Holmberg dribbles in the front court. Tried to get it for Fay, but Holterhouse got in the way. Holterhouse finding Held, driving right out of the lane and scoring. 4 for Held. Pella up 18-0. 6:47 to go in the half. Denberger long pass intended for Holmberg, tipped out of bounds on the near sideline by Holterhouse. Indians will keep the ball. Fay out. Jillian Jennings back in for Oskaloosa. Pella bring Faith Deers back into the game. Jennings with the ball, high post, right back to the basket, gives it off for Kelderman. Now for Holmberg, as Carney went for the steal. Johnson's entry pass taken away by Holterhouse. Another Indians turnover. Here's a Holterhouse 3 from on top. It's short. Holterhouse got her own rebound to the free throw line. Holterhouse has it again high right. Now a 3 from Nag from the right corner. Doesn't go. We got a foul underneath. Emma Kelderman called for the foul, her second. That's 5 on Oskaloosa in the half. with 6:09 to go till halftime. Macy Creer back in for Oskaloosa as Kelderman comes out. Creer hopefully could give Oskaloosa a 3-point shooting threat. Off the inbound baseline right, in for Holderhouse. Shot doesn't go, got her own rebound, missed that, but a foul. Holderhouse at the line to shoot 2. Jillian Jennings commits the foul, that's her second. 16 fouls on the Indians, so Pella will have the bonus on the next Oskaloosa foul. Holderhouse, a 62.1% free throw shooter, barely hit the front of the rim on that. One more coming. Amanda Fay back in for the Indians after a quick break, and Jillian Jennings is out. Holderhouse's second free throw up and in. Holderhouse with 11. And Pella with a 19-0 lead. Almost 2 minutes played in the second quarter. Fay in the backcourt in the center circle. Gets it out from the left wing for Johnson. Now Holmberg has it between the circles. Holmberg for Johnson high on the left side. Now Holmberg high right. Finds Creer outside the arc on the right. Entry pass for Fay, splitting a double team. Fay gets it back out for Holdeman, shooting just inside the arc and scoring. The Indians break the schneid with 5:35 to go in the half, trailing 19-2. And a pass is thrown just out of Naig's reach out of bounds. Fourth Pella turnover. So the Indians get it right back. And Pella call off the Dogs on the full court press, but they will look to double team at midcourt. Holmberg getting it quickly in for Fay, and a reach-in foul on Naig. 2 fouls on Madison Naig, 5 on Pella in the half. Indians inbound to the hash mark on the far side next to the Pella bench. Denberger in for Holmberg. Johnson. Fay high post. Out for Denberger on the left wing. Looking for a cutter. Finds Creer on the top. Macy will drive to the baseline. Kick it back out for Johnson. Back for Creer on the right side. Cross-court pass caught by Denberger on the left wing. Entry pass intended for Fay, picked off by Holderhouse. Holderhouse on the front court far side. Wide open 3 for Carney on top. That's short. Holderhouse got the rebound, up and in. 13 for Holderhouse, and Pella with a 21-2 lead, equaling their biggest. 4:40 to go till halftime. And a strip and a takeaway by Held. And a reach-in foul on the Indians as they try to get the ball back. That'll be team foul 7 on the Indians. So a 1-and-1 coming. Lindsay Holmberg commits the foul, her second. Denberger will check out, and Jillian Jennings back in for Oskaloosa. Grace Held at the line for a 1-and-1. She's 2 of 4 at the line this afternoon, or evening. Substitutes being allowed in before the first free throw being shot, a little odd. Bailey Van Voorst, a 5'11 freshman into the game for the first time. Holderhouse will get a break, so will Naig. Annika Peterson is in the game for Pella as well. Free throw up and in by Held, one more on the way. 22-2 Pella in front. They got off to a 19-0 start. Second free throw, Held got them both. She's got 6 and she'll get a break. Sydney Van Vark, a 5'5 senior, one of the starters back into the game for Pella. 23-2 Lady Dutch in front. Holmberg finds Johnson high left, Fay high post left. Back for Johnson on the left wing. Fay in the left block, moving in the lane, shot, score. Amanda Fay's first bucket, 23-4 Indians trail with 4:15 to go in the half. Kearney, right wing, gave it off from the right corner for Deers, who's back in. Wide open 3 for Van Vark on the left. That doesn't go. Rebound fought for. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pella. Courtney Thompson, a 5'4 junior in the game for Pella for the first time tonight, as Deers will come out. Peterson, Van Voorst, Carney, Van Vark, and Thompson in the game for Pella. We've got a tie-up for the ball on the floor, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Pella. They will. Van Voorst called for the foul, her first. 16 foul on the Dutch. Oskaloosa will get the bonus on the next Pella foul. 3:50 to go in the half. Inbound, low for Fade, picks it up in the lane. Shot is short. Battle for the rebound, and Carney the takeaway for Pella. Long ball in the front court, taken away by Creer. 5th Pella turnover. 3:35 to go in the half. Indians down 23-4 with the basketball. Jennings, right wing, dribbles to the top for Holmberg. Fay, right block, triple team for Jennings at the free throw line. Shot off the back iron, doesn't go. Rebound Van Vark, and the long ball knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Oskaloosa ball. Anna Vanderwall, a 5'7" freshman, is in the game for the first time for Pella. Marley Denberger back in for the Indians with 3:17 to go in the half. Pella leading 23-4. Fay left block, double team. Off for Holmberg, left wing jumper from 12 doesn't go. And a foul on Fay as she was contesting Van Voorst for the rebound. 2 fouls on Amanda, 8 team fouls on the Indians. So Bailey Van Voorst, a 5'11" freshman, will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Grace Held and Emily Holterhouse back into the game for Pella. Van Voorst 1 of 1 at the line this season, still perfect, makes the first one more on the way with a bonus. Van Voorst, a 5'11" freshman. Madison Naig ready to check out the scores table, so it's apparently going to be for Van Voorst, and they'll have to wait a while because she missed the second free throw, but Pella got the rebound. Thompson, left side at the bend of the arc. Throws it across for Vanderwall, now on top for Held, driving. A shot from the right wing is good. Van Voorst got the basket. She's got 3 off the bench. 26-4 Pella's lead with 2:40 to go in the half. Denberger backed up on the dribble. Pass blocked by Holterhouse. It'll be Holterhouse who finishes on the break. 15 for Holterhouse. 28-4 Pella. Under 2.5 to go till halftime. Career high on the left side. For Holmberg between the circles. Now Denberger left wing to the sideline where she's double teamed. Ball poked away out of bounds. It will stay with Oskaloosa. They actually call a foul on Courtney Thompson, her first. 17 fouls on the Lady Dutch. So Marley Denberger to shoot a 1-and-1 with 2:15 to go in the half. First free throw up by Marley, doesn't go. And Holderhouse with the rebound. And the front court quickly, right block. Naig was double teamed. Ball off, and Oskaloosa hand out of bounds. Pella will keep it with 2:07 to go in the half. Denberger checks out. Kaylee Johnson back into the game for the Indians. Emma Kelderman is back in for Oskaloosa as well. Pella on the inbound baseline left. Pass from Holderhouse through the hands of Thompson, out of bounds. 6th Pella turnover. Oskaloosa ball with 2:05 to go in the half. Indians down 28-4. Holmberg into the front court. Guarded by Held. Johnson right wing in for the lane for Fay, and a foul. And Amanda Fay to go to the line. Courtney Thompson with the foul, her second. 18 fouls on Pella. Amanda Fay, 5 of 9 at the line this season, shooting the first of 2 and missing. For Pella, Elizabeth Carney and Sydney Van Vark back in the game. They've used 10 players already, Pella. Second free throw missed. Offensive rebound for Kelderman. First offensive board for the Indians tonight. Minute 47 to go in the half. Jennings left wing on top. Ball poked away and a takeaway for Held and a Gold Rush layup. Held with 8, 30-4. Pella in front with a minute 30 to go in the half. Fay high post right off for Jennings. Left wing shot doesn't go. Holterhouse with another rebound. Long ball ahead for Held, driving and scoring. Held now with 10. So 2 Pella players in double figures. She joins Holterhouse in that club. 32-4 Pella, just over a minute to go in the half. Johnson in the free throw circle, takes a drive in the lane, shot doesn't go. Fay had the rebound briefly and a foul. And they're going to call it on Amanda, a loose ball foul going after the rebound. That is her third foul. 9 team fouls on the Indians. Marley Denberger and Macy Career back in for Oskaloosa. Fay and Johnson will sit down. Remember, the Indians are without Ashley Drost, who's on a family trip for the holidays. Her presence would be an asset. Nag missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Ball goes out of bounds off one of the Indians. Pella will keep it with 58.2 to go in the half. Held throws it for Carney on the right wing. Double team the block. Shot doesn't go. Denberger reaches to get the rebound. 55 seconds go in the half. Denberger left hand dribble in the front court. Pulls up to the free throw line. Shot little too strong. Rebound Van Vark. Gets it ahead for Held, who drives and scores. Held with a dozen. 34-4. Pella's lead. 36 seconds to go in the half. Kelderman high right for Holmberg. Indians have it spread out. Greer got away from Van Vark, who was trying to get a steal. Jennings left wing. Now Denberger on the top with 16. Denberger double team at the top. Finds Greer high right. Back for Kelderman with 9. Holmberg, 18-footer up off the bracket, no good. Rebound Holterhouse. And we got a tied ball as Kelderman tied it up. The ball will stay with Oskaloosa with 2.2 to go in the half. Off the inbound baseline left. Holmberg looks, finds Johnson, back for Holmberg, and they took too much time when they needed to take a shot. Our score at intermission, the Pella Lady Dutch 34 and the Oskaloosa Indians 4. We'll come back, sum up the first half. We'll also hear from Oskaloosa boys basketball coach Ryan Parker when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, Get the Hawkeye Edge.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. We're at halftime. I'm Joe Lancello. Girls high school basketball with the Pella Lady Dutch leading the Oskaloosa Indians 34-4 at intermission. Pella scored the first 19 points of the game. They led it 11-0 after the first quarter. And their biggest lead is the one they have right now at 34-4. Leading the way is senior Emily Holderhouse, who has 7 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line for 15 points. Grace Held has 4 baskets, 4 of 6 at the line for 12. Bailey Van Voorst has a basket, 1 of 2 at the line for 3. Madison Naga basket, 0 for 1 at the line, 2 points. Elizabeth Carney with a basket for 2. Faith Deers, Sydney Van Vark, Courtney Thompson, Anna Vanderwall, and Annika Peterson have played and have not scored. Pella, 6 of 11 at the foul line for 54.5%. 6 turnovers against the Lady Dutch, and unofficially 16 rebounds with 7 on the offensive side. And it will appear that Emily Holterhouse has got the lion's share of those. Pella with 11 points in the first quarter, 23 in the second, for their total of 34. For Oskaloosa, Lindsay Holmberg with a basket for 2. Amanda Fay with a basket, 0 for 2 at the line for 2. And that is it for the Oskaloosa scoring. Emma Kelderman, Jillian Jennings, Marley Denberger, and Kaylee Johnson started, have not scored. Macy Creer has played and has not scored. Indians 0 for 3 at the foul line. Did I mention Marley Denberger is 0 for 1 at the line? Well, I have now. 15 turnovers against the Indians compared to 6 against Pella, and 7 rebounds for Oskaloosa, just 1 on the offensive side. Oskaloosa did not score in the first quarter. They got 4 in the second for their total of 4. Oskaloosa's 2-game winning streak looks like it is going to come to an end here tonight. And Pella seems to be on their way to their 5th consecutive win. When it gets to be a 35-point lead, we go to running time in the second half in the state of Iowa. And Pella with a 30-point lead. That could happen very quickly unless the Indians can somehow fight their way back. In the JV game earlier tonight, it was Pella beating Oskaloosa 55-19. Once again, to run down the Little Hawkeye Conference girls basketball standings going into tonight. Grinnell is 4-1. Pella and Dallas Center Grimes at 3-1. Pella Christian and Indianola are 2-2. Oskaloosa and Newton 1-3, and Norwalk at 0-4. Should be interesting a little later here tonight. One of the marketing classes here has been selling light sticks. Matter of fact, girls basketball coach J.C. White teaches that class. Has been, or is the advisor of the club? I forget which, but she's been leading the way with the sales of the light sticks, and we should get a decent show a little bit later on tonight. Following this game, it'll be the Oskaloosa boys against Pella. Oskaloosa number 1 of the state, Pella number 10 of the state in Class 3A. But also we have Oskaloosa coming off their first loss of the season, ending a 7-game winning streak. That was Tuesday night at Norwalk. And Pella's boys with a 3-1 record in the Little Hawkeye Conference, which ties Oskaloosa for first, along with Norwalk and Indianola. So we got an early logjam on the boys' side of the Little Hawkeye Conference. And you figure Oskaloosa versus Pella is a major matchup in anything. So we should have quite the ball game on our hands a little later tonight when the Oskaloosa boys host Pella. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM in Oskaloosa. I'm Joe Lancella. We're also on KBOEradio.com, where you can see the video stream of this game live right now and also watch it at home a little bit later. And actually, if you're going out of town for a trip for Christmas or New Year's, you can use our stream to show off to the relatives. As far as fouls go in this game for Pella, Naig and Thompson with 2 apiece. For Oskaloosa, Fay with 3. Holmberg, Kelderman, and Jennings each with 2. Indians only playing with 9 tonight as Ashley Dross is away on a family trip. And Pella also without a regular in Madison Parks, who suffered an injury, was a late decision on whether she would play tonight. She is not in uniform. Our halftime score, Pella 34, Oskaloosa 4. We'll come back with the start of the third quarter in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Your station for classic hits and local programming is 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Hear artists like Hart, Billy Joel, Huey Lewis, Stevie Wonder, The Beatles, Journey, and many more. KMZN is also where you'll find the game of the week. Wake up with Bob's Morning Brew weekdays at 6 a.m. and catch Brother Dave in the afternoon. It's all on 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Listen online at radiokmzn.com and with the free smartphone app available at Google Play and the iStore. Hey, did you know there's a great way to shop your local businesses and save money? It's called Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo. You'll find gift certificates at discounted prices from businesses like your Oskaloosa Hy-Vee, Mahaska Drug, Brown Shoe Fit, Nailed It, Book Vault, and many more Oskaloosa and area businesses. Shop local and save big at Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo to start saving today.
At Craig Ford, we believe in giving and serving, and that's especially true during the holiday season. That's why this December, we at Craig Ford are giving you Ford employee pricing. That's right, Ford employee pricing exclusively at Craig Ford. You pay what we pay from now till the end of the year. Craig Ford employee pricing gives you $18,500 off an F-150. You can get over $7,000 off a 2018 Escape, over $9,000 off the Ford Edge, and a whopping $10,000 off the Ford Explorer at Craig Ford.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Oskaloosa with the same starting lineup they had to begin the game. Emma Kelderman, Lindsay Holmberg, Marley Denberger, Jillian Jennings, and Kaylee Johnson. And it looks like the Indians will be on defense to start the third quarter. Pella still huddled on their sideline around Coach Jared Garland. Again, Pella leading 34-4. If the lead goes to 35 points, we go to running time. Holterhouse held. Naig, Carney, and Van Vark, their original starting 5 for Pella, going from left to right in the second half in the traveling green with white and silver. Van Vark left corner. Naig of the baseline on the left side. Back for Van Vark. Thought about a 3. Will dribble to the top and give it to Held. Held for Naig, driving through the lane. Shot doesn't go. Rebound tipped out all the way to midcourt. Will Pella get it back, and a drive and a basket and a foul. Madison Naig with the basket. Emma Kelderman commits the foul, her third foul, the first on the Indians in the second half. Naig with 4 points, 0 for 1 at the line, trying to finish the three-point play. Free throw off the bracket, no good. Denberger, the Oskaloosa rebound. 36-4 Pella. 30 seconds played in the third quarter. Holmberg between the circles. Gives it for Kaylee Johnson, high right pass. broken up, but Denberger able to get it back at the top of the key. Johnson, right wing, finds Kelderman on the block, tried to make a move, shot didn't go. And Pella with the rebound quickly in the front court. Fernig tried to shoot as Denberger approached. Nag hit the deck, and she will shoot 2 free throws. Excuse me. First foul on Marley Denberger, second on the Indians in the half. Nag, 0 for 2 at the line, will shoot 2 here with 7:05 to go in the third. First free throw up and in. Macy Creer in for Oskaloosa. The freshman replacing Emma Kelderman. Macy averaging 3.7 a game. Nag's second free throw up and in. Got both of them. 38-4. Pella's biggest lead. They've led coast to coast after a 19-0 start. Johnson's pass from the right wing picked off by Holderhouse. Now ahead for Nag to finish and score. 8 for Nag, and now it's a 40-4 lead for Pella. And we are into running time in the third quarter. Holmberg into the front court. Pass knocked away from Jennings. Comes back for Denberger, left corner. 3 is up and in. Marley's first points of the night, and the first 3 for either team in this game. 40-7, back to normal time. Pella still in command. Shot Van Vark in the lane, drew air. And Holmberg the rebound for Oskaloosa. Yes, for Jennings, high right. Or for Johnson, rather. Surrounded by Kearney, and an Oskaloosa timeout, a short one, to prevent a 5-second call being called against the Indians. 6:04 to go in the third. 40-7, Pella in front. Holterhouse with 15. Held with 12 to lead Pella. Oskaloosa. Denberger with that 3 became the Indians' leading scorer. Holmberg and Fay with 2 apiece. Full court pressure caused the Indians a lot of problems in the early going. Denberger on the inbound. Hashmark near side. Jennings high post right. Now Denberger double team on the far sideline. Got a pass. Came to Creer and a foul. Macy was bumped as she was trying to drive to the right of the lane. Sydney Van Vark commits the foul for Pella, her first on the Lady Dutch in the second half. Indians on the inbound baseline right. Jennings for career shot from the right, doesn't go. Pella with the rebound. Van Vark got it ahead to Kearney, missed the bunny. Pella get the offensive board. They've got 9 offensive boards in this game. Holderhouse, spin move from the left block and scores. 17 for Holterhouse. That beats her average of 15-1. 42-7 Pella. 5 minutes ago in the third. Amanda Fay ready to check in for the Indians. Here's a steal and a drive and a layup by Grace Held. Held with 14. 44-7, Pella's biggest lead. 4:45 to go in the third. Holmberg gets away from Held and is able to shoot and score. 4 for Holmberg. 44-9. Into the lane for Held and a basket. After Held drove the lane. Nag with the basket, she has 10, so that's 3 players from Pella in double figures. 46-9 with 4:15 to go in the third. Johnson driving to the right, and ball was taken away. Ball ahead for Held, then it came loose. And Holderhouse able to get it and score from inside. 19 for Holderhouse. 48-9, Pella's lead. Creer, entry pass from the right, taken away. Another Indians turnover. Held on the drive, shot, no, and a foul. Grace Held will shoot a pair. Third Oskaloosa team foul. Second foul on Marley Denberger. Held 4 of 6 at the stripe. She's got 14. Her season average is 10. First free throw up and in. Amanda Fagan for the Indians. Van Vark and Holderhouse check out for Pella, as Faith Deers and Annika Peterson are back in the game. Second free throw by Held. Got them both. And it's a 50-9 edge for Pella. Courtney Thompson into the game, replacing Held for Pella. And a Pella player picked up the ball for some reason after the free throw. I've heard of soccer players not wanting the ball necessarily, but basketball? 50-9 Pella with 3:33 to go in the third. Johnson for Creer, right sideline. Lobs it for Holmberg. Had to reach to catch that one. Holmberg for Creer outside the arc on the right. Macy will drive. Give it off for Johnson, right baseline. Fake the drive. Creer with a three from the right. Out the rim, no good. Pella with the rebound. Kearney driving. Drive was blocked. Pella get the ball back. Naig on top. Gears on the right wing. Back on top for Courtney Thompson. Work it for Naig. Left baseline. Naig driving. Shot deflected by Holmberg. Pella keep the ball. Kearney with a three from the left. That doesn't go. Long rebound off the rim. Creer able to get to the ball first, and she will drive and score. Good hustle by Macy Creer. That's her first bucket. 50-11. Pella leads with 2:35 to go in the third. Naig high post. Left gets it off for Deers to shoot a three from the left. That doesn't go. Indians get the rebound. Creer lost control of the dribble, and it'll be another takeaway for Pella. Peterson had it. Now Naig on the left wing. On top for Liz Kearney. Thompson right wing of the bend of the arc. Back on top for Kearney. Finds Naig open. Left block in a basket. Naig with a dozen. 52-11. Pella's lead under 2 minutes to go in the third. Johnson driving right wing and a reach-in foul on Elizabeth Kearney, her second. That is the second team foul on Pella. Kearney and Naig out for the Lady Dutch. Anna Vanderwall in the game, a 5'7" freshman for Pella. Bailey Van Voorst, a 5'11" freshman, back in the game for Pella as well. Kelderman back in, driving left wing to the baseline. Kicks it back out for Jennings on the left. She'll dribble around. Now Creer. Back for Jennings. Holmberg outside the arc on the left. High. 2-3 zone from Pella. Holmberg backpedaling on the dribble. Gives it for Creer outside the arc on the right. Back for Jennings. Now Kelderman left corner with a minute to go in the third. In the lane for Faye. Shot doesn't go. Rebound tied up. It will stay with Oskaloosa on the arrow. Running time with Pella in the lead by 41 points. Holmberg on the inbound baseline left as the Indians attack the basket to our left. Holmberg fake the baseline jumper on top for Creer. Macy will drive off to the right, give it for Kelderman. Jennings for Holmberg. Lindsay driving to the baseline, lost the ball, but it was last touch by Courtney Thompson. Indians will keep it with 20 seconds to go in the third. Holmberg on the inbound baseline right. Looking, finds Faye on the right wing. For Kerr on top. Macy driving to the right, puts up a runner. Shot doesn't go. Rebound tip. Out of bounds, it goes to Pella. 2 seconds, 1 second. They won't inbound it in time, and that's the third quarter. After 3, Pella 52, Oskaloosa 11. Fourth quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Pella on the inbound to start the fourth quarter, leading Oskaloosa 52-11. Tears at the top of the key for Thompson, left wing. On top for Anna Vanderwall. Tears at the three-point line on the right. Throws it just out of the reach for Veronica Peterson. She gets it back. Van Voorst high right. Now for Courtney Thompson. Left baseline jumper from 15 by Peterson. Does it go? We got a whistle and a foul on the rebound. Foul on Courtney Thompson. That is her third foul, the third on Pella in the second half. 7:22 to go in the ball game. Indians trailing 52-11. Holmberg on top. Kelderman left corner. Back for Holmberg. Nelly's winging for Kelderman outside the arc on the right. Indians going from right to left. Fay, right block, call for a travel. 19th Oskaloosa turnover. Pella led 11-0 at the quarter. 34-4 at the half, 52-11 after 3. And that's the score now with 6:46 to play. Vanderwall, right corner, gets it back out for Thompson on top. Here's a three on the way. Draws air by Vanderwall. Indians get the rebound. Good hustle by Jennings to keep it in play for Fay to collect. 6:30 to play. Johnson high right for Holmberg between the circles. Kelderman left wing at the bend of the arc. Jennings in the lane, had the ball knocked away. They get it back for Fay, right block, double team there. Back off for Johnson, baseline jumper good. Kaylee Johnson's first basket, 52-13. Oskaloosa cut the gap with 6 minutes to play. Pass for Vanderwall on the left wing was knocked away. She gets it back. Here's a three on top from Deers. That's off the mark. And Johnson fights to get the rebound. 5:45 to play. Jennings right corner. Swinging on top for Holmberg. Kelderman on the left. 2-3 zone. They're daring Oskaloosa to shoot from long distance, and they won't do it. Pass for Fay in the lane, and a pushing foul called on Pella. Annika Peterson with the foul, her second, fourth Pella team foul. Deer is out for Pella. Fay checks out for Oskaloosa, and freshman Aubrey Blanco is in the game for the first time. Camille Dixon, a 5'8 sophomore, in the game for Pella for the first time to replace Peterson. Indians on the inbound baseline. Left pass was broken up by Vanderwall out of bounds. It'll stay with Oskaloosa. Macy Creer back in the game for the Indians to replace Kelderman. Indians with Holmberg, Creer, Blanco, Jennings, and Johnson. Aubrey Blanco, a 5'5 freshman. Johnson driving to the right, gives it off for Jennings. Shot in and out. It was halfway down and decided to come out. And Pella get the rebound. The Dutch come the other way with Reagan Van Wyck, a 5'7 freshman who's in the game for the first time. Left baseline, Van Voorst driving. Nice move around Blanco and scores. Van Voorst with 5. 54-13 Pella with just over 4 minutes to play. Equaling Pella's biggest lead. They have led throughout. Queer left wing, left block. Jennings, shot doesn't go, but a foul. Jillian to the line to shoot 2 with 3:50 to play. Camille Dixon commits the foul, her first. 15 foul on Pella. Jennings yet to score tonight, a 45% free throw shooter. First free throw off the bracket. Chelsea Jorgensen, a sophomore, into the game for the first time to replace Thompson. Pella's just about used all their roster. Second free throw by Jennings up and in. She got 1 out of 2. 54-14 Oskaloosa trailing with 3:41 to play. Right wing pass for Van Wyk and a reach and foul on one of the Indians. Team foul 4 on Oskaloosa. Macy Career commits the foul, her first. Pella inbound on the near sideline. Anna Vanderwall on the top. Van Wyk on the right wing of the arc. On top for Dixon. Started to drive the lane, kicks it back. Now on the left wing, Jorgensen. For Van Wyk, driving the lane, shot didn't go. Blanco the rebound. 3 minutes to play. Johnson high right for Holmberg. Back for Kaylee Johnson. Now Blanco right side lane. Entry pass tipped away and a reaching foul. I think that'll be on Camille Dixon. It is. That is her second. 6th Pella team foul. Amanda Fay back into the Oskaloosa lineup to replace Jillian Jennings. Holmberg on the inbound baseline right with 2:27 to play. In for Fay, left block against a double team. Shot foul. Amanda Fay to shoot 2 on the 7th Pella team foul. Jorgensen committed the foul, her first. 7th Pella team foul. Amanda Fay 0 for 2 at the line tonight. Make it 0 for 3, her first free throw off the bracket. Ellie Henry, a 5'6" sophomore, into the game for the first time to replace Lindsay Holmberg. 3rd game of the year for Ellie. Wearing the number 2 tonight instead of her usual number 20. Fay's second free throw up short, around, and drops in. Amanda with 3 points. 54-15. Pella leading, 2:10 to go in the ball game. Dixon on the 3-point line on the right. Swing to the left side for Vanderwall. Now a left corner 3 is up and in by Chelsea Jorgensen. Her first points of the season. 57-15 Pella. Minute 50 to play. Pass is tipped into the Pella front court. There's going to be a pushing foul called on Oskaloosa's Kaylee Johnson. Be the 5th Oskaloosa team foul of the second half. Minute and a half to play. Pella will inbound to the far sideline. Jorgensen inbound. Gives her Vanderwall. Pella by 42. As they'll go to 4-1 of the conference, 6-3 overall. Right corner, Van Wyk. Swing to the top for Van Voorst. Vanderwall on the left wing. Now they get it back on top for Van Wyk. Pella being patient. 3 on top for Vanderwall, doesn't go. Rebound Van Voorst. 48 seconds of play. Jorgensen finds the driving Van Wyk. Shot doesn't go, but a foul. 37 seconds of play. Ellie Henry commits the foul, her first. 6th Oskaloosa team foul. Van Wyk at the line to shoot 2. Beg your pardon, Blanco committed the foul and not Henry. Van Wyk with the free throw, her first point of the year. Second free throw up off the bracket, no good. Rebound poked loose, Faye collects it. 30 seconds of play, 58-15 Pella. Johnson in the front court, high right. Surrounded by Vanderwall. Gets it off for Blanco, now Faye in the block. Her shot blocked by Van Voorst. Van Voorst ahead for Vanderwall to lay it up and in. 10 seconds of play, 60-15 Pella. Greer into the front court, far side. Driving, shot, doesn't drop in, but a foul. And we're out of time. Pella wins its 5th in a row and snaps Oskaloosa's 2-game winning streak. Our final score, Pella 60, Oskaloosa 15. We'll come back to Oskaloosa High School and wrap this one up when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flight and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. I'm Joe Lancello. The Pella Lady Dutch have defeated the Oskaloosa Indians by a score of 60-15. That is an offensive low for the Indians this season. Pella got off to an 11-0 start at the quarter. They stretched that lead to 19-0 before Oskaloosa got on the board. The halftime lead was 34-4 for Pella, 52-11 after 3, and 60-15 the final margin, and that's also Pella's biggest lead of the night. Most of the second half was played at running time because Pella was so far in command. They were led offensively by Emily Holterhouse, who had 8 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line. 9 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line for 19, and she did not play in the fourth quarter. Grace held with 5 baskets, 6 of 8 at the line for 16. Madison Naig with 5 baskets, 2 of 4 at the line for a dozen. Bailey Van Voorst with 2 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line for 5. Chelsea Jorgensen hit a 3-pointer for 3. Elizabeth Carney with a basket for 2. Anna Vanderwall a basket for 2. Reagan Van Wyk, 1 of 2 at the line for 1. Faith Deers, Sydney Van Vark, Courtney Thompson, Annika Peterson, and Camille Dixon all played, did not score. Pella 11 of 18 at the foul line tonight for over 60%. 6 turnovers by the Lady Dutch, and they had 24 rebounds unofficially. Pella with 11 points in the first quarter, 23 in the second, 18 in the third, 8 in the fourth for their total of 60. For Oskaloosa, Lindsay Holmberg with 2 baskets for 4 to lead the Oskaloosa scoring. Marley Denberger had a 3-pointer for 3. Amanda Fay a basket, 1 of 4 at the line for 3. Macy Career a basket for 2. Kaylee Johnson a basket for 2. Jillian Jennings 1 of 2 at the line for 1, and that's the Oskaloosa scoring. Emma Kelderman, Ellie Henry, and Aubrey Blanco played and did not score. Indians were without Ashley Dross tonight, who was away on a family trip. Indians unofficially with 24 turnovers. They were 2 of 6 at the foul line for 33%. And unofficially, the Indians with 15 rebounds, 1 on the offensive side. Oskaloosa, no points in the first quarter, 4 in the second, 11 in the third, 4 in the fourth for their total of 15. Oskaloosa drops to 2-8 overall, 1-4 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Pella 6-3 overall, 4-1 in the conference. These teams meet again February 1st in Pella. And both teams now done for the holiday break. Oskaloosa's next game 2 weeks from tonight, January 4th at Indianola. That'll be the next time Pella plays. That will be January 4th at home against Dallas Center Grimes. We'll take a look at the boys' game coming up here between Oskaloosa and Pella. We'll have that for you when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
This is Wade Davidson, owner of the Rock Island Tap. We want you to come on down to the Tap starting Sunday, September 9th and watch your favorite NFL teams. We will be hosting NFL Sunday Ticket every Sunday from 11 to 11, and you can watch up to 5 games throughout the Tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We will have $6 Bloody Marys with a 6-ounce beer back, along with pizzas and other snacks. Don't forget NFL Sunday Ticket here at the Rock Island Tap.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa today.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. Joe Lancello with you here, getting ready for the boys' game between the number 1 ranked Oskaloosa Indians and the 10th ranked Pella Dutch. Those are in the Class 3A rankings, according to Associated Press, which came out on Monday. And the day after, the Indians suffered their first loss of the season, 58-46 at Norwalk. Coach Ryan Parker said it was a game where the Indians just never got the ball inside to the big people, Cole Henry and Xavier Foster. And Norwalk was able to not guard Tyler Miller at all, the Indian starting guard, and so that led to a lineup switch by Coach Ryan Parker tonight. Austin Hefner, a 5'10 senior, will get his first start. Hefner has been a really sharp three-point shooter for the Indians this season. He's averaging just over 7 points a game. 45.7% his three-point percentage. And that will give another player on the floor that defenses will certainly have to respect, not to mention the length of Henry and Foster. And the three-point shooting of Ryan Yates and Noah Van Veldhuizen. Indians at 7-1, part of a 4-team logjam at the top of the Little Hawkeye Conference boys race. They're at 3-1, so is Pella, so is Norwalk, so is Indianola. Pella is coming off an 88-60 victory at Newton on Tuesday night. And the Dutch have been playing quite well. As of late, they have won 3 in a row. Their only losses have been close games to Indianola, 89-86, and to Gilbert in the opening game of the season, 79-75. Coach Derek Schulte says his Pella team is a balanced club. Offensively, they can spread teams out. They want to get better on defense. And Pella certainly has had some strong three-point shooting. Matter of fact, John Oltmann on Tuesday night in the win at Newton made 8 out of 12 three-point shots, part of a career-high 28-point night for the 6'3 junior. So this might wind up a battle of the three-point shooters. You never know. Let's take a look at the, excuse me. Let me take a look at the keys of the game, brought to you by Craig Ford and Oskaloosa. Keys of the game for the Indians. Get the ball to Henry and Foster. I mean, you've got Cole is 6'10", Foster is 7 feet tall. They are weapons that no other team really has. Also, slow down Pella's three-point shooting. I mentioned that Oltmann made 8 threes the other night. Pella as a team shooting 37.6%. That's about the same as Oskaloosa, the Indians 37.3. And also show some intensity. I'm sure the players have gotten Tuesday night's game out of their head as quickly as possible. And show some intensity. And again, this is the arch rival in Pella that you want to beat. The Indians did so on the football field for the first time in several years this fall. Those are our keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. Let's run down the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for Pella, Logan Shitterly will be in the backcourt, a 5'11 junior. Their leading scorer, averaging 19.1 a game. And he's a 51.6 field goal percentage shooter. Also averaging just under 3 assists and about 2.5 steals a game. Ryan Gustafson also in the backcourt, a 6'1 senior, averaging 10 points a game. John Oltmann is a 6'3 junior, averaging 13.4 a game. Oltmann is shooting 40.7% from three-point range. Sam Warner, a 6' senior, averaging 2.7 a game. And Nick DeYoung, a 6'6 senior, averaging 9.5 points and 5.6 rebounds. DeYoung will be playing football at the University of Iowa as a preferred walk-on starting next fall. Where he'll play, yet to be decided. The term with DeYoung would be athlete. At 6'6", strong, mobile. He can do many things, all kinds of possibilities. For the Oskaloosa Indians, they'll have Austin Hafner at one of the guards, a 5'10 senior, averaging 7.4 a game. Austin getting his first varsity start. Ryan Yates also in the backcourt, a 6'5 senior, averaging 11.9 a game. Noah Van Veldhuizen plays a wing, a 6'2 junior, averaging 7.6. Cole Henry, one of the post players, a 6'2 senior, averaging 17.1 points a game and 11.5 rebounds and just over 5 assists. And in the middle for Oskaloosa, Xavier Foster, the 7-foot junior, averaging 15.5 a game, 11 rebounds, and averaging, let me check the block shots, 5.6 blocks a game, as he holds the Oskaloosa record for block shots. Ryan Parker, the coach of the Indians, 7-1 overall, 3-1 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Derek Schulte coaches Pella. They are 5-2 overall and 3-1 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. We'll have the opening tap of the boys' game between Oskaloosa and Pella when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBO.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Welden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves in being your local lumberyard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores, and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years. You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Amber Coffey.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
And you can see the multicolored light sticks being waved by the Oskaloosa crowd here, the student section as well as everybody else. This was a project from one of the marketing classes here at Oskaloosa High School, and it seems to have gone over pretty well. Oskaloosa players being introduced now. Austin Hafner in the starting lineup, along with Ryan Yates, Noah Van Veldhuizen, Xavier Foster, and Cole Henry. Indians in the white shirts with silver numbers, maroon trim. Pella in green shirts, white letters and numbers, and white trim. Pella with a white and green checker combination on the sides of the shirts and shorts. Almost like they were, well, if it was a different color, if it was a red and white combination, you almost think they were being sponsored by the people that used to make Czech cereal. Used to be made by the Ralston Purina folks out of St. Louis. Now it's General Mills who makes them. That's our cereal trivia for tonight. Indians will go from left to right. Foster at 7 feet tall, jumping center against Nick DeYoung, who's 6'6". Student section in good form. Indians win the tap. Ryan Yates into the front court. Hafner left wing of the hash mark. Finds Foster on top. Now Henry. Pass for a cutting Hafner down low. Double team. Ball came to Foster. His shot was no good and next to the foul line. DeYoung with the foul, his first foul of the game. Foster, a 51.7% free throw shooter, at the line to shoot 2. First free throw too hard. Indians as a team shooting 46%. 14 seconds in the ball game. Foster trying to break the scoreless tie. Doesn't. Rebound collected by Shetterly on the far side. Shetterly in the front court as Pella go from right to left in the traveling green. Warner to the left. For DeYoung. Now Shetterly high left, and he'll back off of the dribble. Shetterly bounce pass, broken up by Foster. X into the front court and call for a travel as he tried to put on the brakes. 1 turnover per team in the first 37 seconds. Still no score. No defensive pressure from Oskaloosa. Gustafson high left. He'll shoot a 3, and that doesn't go. Foster the rebound. For Yates, long ball in the right wing for Hafner. For Henry in the right block, broken up by Warner. Spiked it off an Oskaloosa player out of bounds. The old playground trick. Shetterly takes his time across midcourt. 1 minute play in the opening quarter, still scoreless. Gustafson high right around a DeYoung screen. Kicks it off for Shetterly, right wing, driving. Skip pass, left corner, Altman, a 3 is good. Altman gives Pella a 3-0 lead. After hash mark left wing, we got a foul away from the ball against Pella. Against Altman, his first second team foul on the Dutch. Yates on the inbound baseline, right as the Indians attack the basket to our right. In for Henry down low, double team, reverse layup up and in. Cole Henry's first basket. Indians trail 3-2, minute and a half play in the opening quarter. Shetterly around a DeYoung screen to the right. Gives it for DeYoung in the lane, shovels it back off for Gustafson. On top for Sam Warner. Shetterly driving the lane, dumps it for DeYoung, shot rejected by Foster. And X comes down with a rebound. Yates into the front court around a Van Veldhuizen screen to the right. For Henry, right block. Moving, left-handed baby hook, doesn't go. Shetterly the rebound. Long for Gustafson, left corner. A 3 on the left from Altman is good. Altman's hit both his shots, and it's a 6-2 lead for Pella. 5:47 to go in the quarter. Hafner left wing near the sideline on top for Foster. He'll shoot a 3, around and out. Henry the rebound, put back up. No, rebound tip. Last touch by Oskaloosa, it's Pella basketball. Indians getting some good chances inside, just not hitting. Shetterly in the front court for Gustafson, driving left wing, blocking foul called on Austin Hafner. Hafner's first foul, and the first on the Indians in the half. Shetterly on the inbound baseline left, attacking the basket to our left. Shetterly dribbles to the top and hands for Ryan Gustafson. Hafner guarding Gustafson. Shetterly left wing around a DeYoung screen. Into the lane, the runner is up. Blocked by Henry out of bounds. Or by Foster out of bounds. I think that's 3 blocks already for Foster. And we haven't played 3 minutes yet. Shetterly on the inbound, baseline right. For DeYoung, who will hand it for Shetterly, who'll shoot a 3 from the right sideline, doesn't go. Foster the Oskaloosa rebound. Yates into the front corner on the far side. Cuts, gives it for Foster near the left corner. Foster started to drive the baseline on DeYoung. Flips it back out for Yates. Around a Henry screen. Yates lobs it for Foster, left corner. 3 is up. Off the bracket, no good. Rebound. Warner and Hafner were battling for it. It was last touched by Warner. And Indians basketball. Yates on the inbound baseline right with 4:42 to go in the quarter. Yates getting the inbound back from Henry. Shot no good. Tip by Henry in. Cole with 4. Pella's lead is 6-4. 4.5 to go in the quarter. DeYoung right wing of the side, or the baseline rather. Back for Shetterly around a Warner screen. Shetterly driving the left. Foster blocked that. And Henry comes away with it. Cole in the front corner on the near side. Waits for reinforcements. Cole now will drive. Left-hand drive in the lane. Shot is up and off. Warner the rebound. And his takeaway. And Henry with a jam. Cole with 6. And we're tied at 6. Under 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Gustafson on the top, guarded by Hafner. Around a DeYoung screen to the right. Kicks it off for Altman on the, or Warner rather, on the right wing. DeYoung baseline jumper, blocked by Foster again. Man, Foster with more blocks than a new set of Legos. Under 3.5 to go in the quarter. Yates high right, thought about the 3. We'll give it off for Van Veldhuizen, trying to drive through the crowd. Kicks it off for Hafner, right wing 3, bingo! And the Indians with their first lead at 9-6 with 3:10 to go in the quarter. Right wing drive off the bracket, no good. Shot by Gustafson, and Yates the rebound. Right into the front court for Henry, got by one man. Finds the trailing Foster for a jam. Foster's first points, timeout Pella. 2:57 to go in the first. Oskaloosa on a 9-0 run. They're up 11-6. Henry with 6. Hafner 3, Foster 2. And the Indians playing some very inspired basketball, especially on the defensive side. Foster has 3 or 4 blocks this early in the game. Tyler Miller in the game, a 5'9" junior for the Indians. As Austin Hafner sits down. No backcourt pressure from Oskaloosa as Shetterly brings it across with 2:50 to go in the first. Shetterly around a DeYoung screen to the right. Swinging on top, a 3 doesn't go by Shetterly, and the Indians clear the glass. Grant Nelson, a 6-foot sophomore into the game for Pella. Henry finding Foster, gliding to the basket in the jam. Foster with 4, 13-6 Indians. An 11-0 Oskaloosa run. 2:20 to go in the first. Gustafson dribbling in the lane, shovels it back for Nelson. Left wing Shetterly driving, pulls up 12 for the good. Shetterly's first basket. That ends the Oskaloosa 11-0 run. Indians up 13-8 at the 2-minute mark of the opening quarter. Miller for Henry at the free throw line, back to the basket. Finds Van Veldhuizen right coffin corner for Foster on top. He'll try another 3, and this one goes in. Foster with 7 in the quarter. 16-8 Indians with 1:42 to go in the first. Here's a 3 from Altman from the left wing. That doesn't go. Foster another rebound. Yates takes his time across midcourt and gives for Cole Henry. Cole moves high right as they clear out. Only Yates is on the left side of the floor in the corner. Henry driving left of the lane around a Foster screen, puts it up, dumps it off for Tyler Miller. Left-hand layup, good. Tyler's first bucket. 18-8 Oskaloosa. 1:10 to go in the quarter. Altman on top for Shetterly left wing, guarded by Tyler Miller. Shetterly out for Gustafson between the circles. Isaac Schultz ready to come in for the Indians on the next break. Gustafson lost the dribble, got it back on the far side. On top for Nelson, who thought about a 3. He'll drive to the right, pulls up outside the arc. Surrounded by Henry. We got a 5-second call on Pella. Their second turnover. And a short timeout taken by Pella. 45.5 to go. First quarter. And Oskaloosa now with an 18-8 lead after Pella got off to a 6-2 start. And a very inspired bunch of Oskaloosa Indians. I don't know if they want to make people forget about what happened on Tuesday or because the motivation of Pella. Isaac Schultz, a 6'2 junior in the game for the first time for the Indians. Joining Foster, Henry, Miller, and Yates on the floor. Drew Hunt is in the game for the first time for Pella. And a pass for Gustafson. Thought he was flipping it to a teammate, but he flipped it into the first row on the near side. Third Pella turnover. Indians ball with 28 seconds to go in the first. Miller into the front court. Henry, right wing of the arc. Finds Foster driving. Tried to kick it back to Yates for a three, but Pella with a steal and a drive and a layup by Grant Nelson. 18-10, 9 seconds to go. Henry driving, laying it up and in. Cole with 8 in the quarter. A three on top from Nelson is off the rim. No, Schultz the rebound. That's the quarter. After one, it's Oskaloosa 20, Pella 10, as the crowd goes crazy here in Oskaloosa. Second quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Pella inbounding at midcourt to start the second quarter, trailing Oskaloosa 20-10. Reed McGinley in the basketball game, number 11. He's got the ball out on top. Hands it for Gustafson on the left wing. Gustafson driving and a blocking foul called on Austin Hafner, who's back in for Oskaloosa. Second foul on Hafner and the second on the Indians in the half. Ryan Yates back in after a short break, and Hafner comes out. Pella on the inbound baseline left, attacking the basket to our left. Left corner from Josh Warner, shot doesn't go, and Indians with a rebound. Yates into the front court, going from left to right in the home white. Miller high on the left. Draws a couple defenders, gives for Cole Henry left block. Spin move, double team, pass it in for Foster, the baseline broken up, and Pella with a takeaway. Fourth Oskaloosa turnover. McGinley into the front court, driving right of the lane, and a foul. Before any shot. Tyler Miller commits the foul, his first, third Indians team foul. 7:23 to go in the half. Pella down 20-10, inbounding baseline left. In for Carl Miller, who's in the game for the first time, a 6'3 freshman. On top, Gustafson gives it off left corner. Three is up and off by Nelson. And the rebound by Josh Warner, who's in the game for the first time. Pella's first offensive rebound of the night. Josh Warner off for Miller. Three from the right, doesn't go. Rebound up by Warner, shot blocked by Foster. And Foster comes down with a long pass, and we got a whistle. Foul on Pella. That will be on Grant Nelson, his first, third Pella team foul. Logan Shetterly in, Ryan Gustafson out for Pella. For Oskaloosa, Colton Butler, a 6'4 junior, in for the first time, replacing Xavier Foster. Yates, Schultz, Miller, Butler, and Henry the 5 on the floor for Oskaloosa. Yates high on the left. Had a Henry screen to the middle, gives it off for Tyler Miller from the right wing, driving, dumps it off for Butler, elbowed his way in, shot, counted, foul! The Pella fans may, and they do have a case, they did call an offensive foul. I was wondering about that. Okay, first foul on Butler, fourth on the Indians. Pella ball with 6.5 to go till halftime. McGinley into the front court, top of the key. Moves to the right, gives for Josh Warner, now driving in the lane. Shetterly shot, no, and a foul. Schultz with the foul, his first, fifth Oskaloosa team foul. Shetterly, a 61.4% free throw shooter at the line to shoot 2. First one up and in. Shetterly with 3, Altman with 6 to lead the Pella scoring. Shetterly's second free throw on the way, and that's good. Made them both. 20-12. Pella down 8. Oskaloosa with the ball. Yates on the far side. Shetterly went for the steal, didn't get it. Yates pulls up in the block. Entry pass intended for Henry, picked off. Nelson on the drive will lay it up and in. Nelson with 4, and the Indians want a timeout. It'll be a short timeout. We'll keep it here. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE-FM in Oskaloosa. I'm Joe Lancello. The top-ranked Indians leading number 10 Pella 20-14 with 6 minutes to go to intermission. Van Veldhuizen back in for the Indians. Xavier Foster in as well for Oskaloosa, joining Henry, Yates, and Austin Hafner on the floor. Nick DeYoung back in for Pella. And Altman back in for the Dutch as well. Van Veldhuizen on top. Henry right wing looking for the cutting Yates. Pass tipped out of bounds by Pella. Indians will keep it. With 5:50 to go in the half. Yates on the inbound baseline right. Gives her Henry near the left corner. Guarded by Carl Miller. Now Yates for Henry. Left block, spin move off the glass and in. Henry with 10, 22-14 Oskaloosa with 5:33 to go in the half. Shetterly right wing of the sideline, guarded by Yates. Shetterly driving to the basket. Got by everybody, shot didn't go. Rebound tipped by Foster to Henry. Cole on the run. Hafner left corner, whips a pass for Henry down low. Reverse layup, good. Cole with a dozen, and the Indians back up 10, 24-14. Nice crisp passing. Here's a Shetterly drive, stuffed from behind by Foster. Pella keep possession with Shetterly behind the back pass for Miller to shoot a 3 and score. Carl Miller, the 6'3 freshman, with his first points. 24-17, Oskaloosa on top with 4:46 to go in the half. Hafner, left wing outside the arc for Foster on top. Fake the 3, gives her Van Veldhuizen. Entry pass for Henry, right block, gets by the defender and stuffs it. 14 for Henry, 26-17 Indians. 4:30 to go in the half. Drive from the left by McGinley and a foul. Xavier Foster's, no, Austin Hafner with the foul, beg your pardon, his third, and that's 6 on the Indians. So Hafner out, and Tyler Miller back in the Indians lineup. Pella inbound baseline right. Altman kicks it back off for Gustafson, who's back in. Entry pass, hit Foster, and the Indians with a takeaway. Van Veldhuizen into the front court. Right corner, Foster, a three. Eye off the rim, no. Henry, the rebound. We got a push. Underneath, going for the rebound. It's on Pella. On Gustafson, his fourth Pella team foul. Yates on the inbound baseline, left with 4:10 to go in the half. Entry pass, tip by Pella's Gustafson out of bounds. Indians will try again. And Pella basketball. Officials reverse themselves. 6 Indians turnover. 4 minutes to go in the half. Shetterly around a DeYoung screen to the right. Now they swing it left side for Carl Miller. Long three on top by Shetterly off the rim. Front of the rim, drops back and drops in. Shetterly with 7. Oskaloosa's lead down to 6 with 3:41 to go in the half. Yates left wing around Henry screen. Back for Cole on pick and roll. Henry shovels it off for a wide open Tyler Miller to score a bunny. Tyler with 4, 28-20 Indians with 3:26 to go in the half. Gustafson high left, driving toward the lane. Shovels it off for Miller. 3 doesn't go. Rebound Van Veldhuizen. Had it on the near side for Miller. Pella's back quickly defensively. Yates trailing on top. 3 is up and off. Altman the rebound with just over 3 minutes to go in the half. Gustafson right wing. Cuts toward the lane. Gives it back off, and a 3 is good by Altman. That's his 3rd bomb of the game. 28-23. Oskaloosa's lead down to 5. They were up by 10 just a moment ago. Pella on a 9-4 run. Miller yo-yos it between the circles. Gives her Van Veldhuizen on top and a reach-in foul. On Pella's Altman, that's his second, 6th team foul on the Dutch. Altman out and Carl Miller out. Grant Nelson back into the game for Pella, along with Sam Warner. Off the inbound, Miller gets it for Yates, hash mark on the far side. Foster on top, Henry outside the arc on the right. On top, Van Veldhuizen, 3 is up, off the rim, no. DeYoung the rebound. 2:20 to go in the half. Shetterly around a screen to the top, he'll fire a 3 and hit it. Shetterly with 10 and Pella back within a bucket. 28-26, 2:06 to go in the half. Yates on the front court, the Indians suddenly getting cold. Henry will hold it between the circles. Foster ready to set a screen on top. Henry around the screen, left-hand shot off the glass and in. 16 for Henry, 30-26 Oskaloosa with 1:42 to go in the half. Shetterly guarded by Tyler Miller. Dribbles to the near side and hands for Gustafson. DeYoung in the left block, guarded by Foster. Looking for a pass, almost threw it away, but Shetterly able to get it back on the near sideline. Shetterly to the baseline, driving. Pete Foster and Xavier going to be called for the foul. 7th Oskaloosa team foul, 1st on Xavier Foster. And this will be 2 free throws for Logan Shetterly. 1:19 to go in the half. Shetterly's first is up and in. Josh Warner into the game for Pella to replace DeYoung. So both Warner brothers are in the game. Sam is a senior, Josh is a sophomore. Shetterly made the second, got them both. Shetterly with a dozen. 30-28 Oskaloosa with 1:15 to play in the half. Yates into the front court far side. Guarded by Gustafson. Yates to the free throw line. Right wing Van Veldhuizen 3 a little long. Rebound juggled and Tyler Miller spiked it off Shetterly out of bounds. Oskaloosa ball with 1:02 to go in the half. Indians with a 2-point lead in the ball. Yates on the inbound baseline left for Henry. Cole drive, shovels for Van Veldhuizen. Starts to drive the baseline on the right side and tried to deal with 2 defenders and got called for a travel. 7th Oskaloosa turnover. Isaac Schultz and Noah Van Veldhuizen out. 56 seconds to go in the half. Pella with a chance to tie or take the lead. Nelson dribbles to the far side. Ball was poked away. Gustafson gets it back. Gustafson driving left of the lane and called for a carry. 5th Pella turnover. Oskaloosa get it back with 43.2 to go in the half. Tyler Miller across midcourt. Pass off Yates' shoulder, out of bounds by the Pella bench. 8th Indians turnover, and Pella get it right back with 33.5 to go in the half. Again, Pella with a chance to tie or take the lead going in intermission. And they're going to hold it for the last shot. Shetterly just holding the ball between the circles with 16 seconds of play. Now starts to dribble near side. Still Shetterly with 10, stops at the arc and off balance. 3 is up and in. 31-30 Pella. Yates between the circles, 3 is up and off. And quite a turnaround. Oskaloosa led by 10 at the quarter. And it's Pella with the lead at intermission. Our score, Pella 31, Oskaloosa 30. We'll sum up the first half when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Boys Basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
And we have a performance now of Dance Dynamics from Oskaloosa High School. Let's listen. I'll wait till they finish. Once again.
My corner, your corner.
And we are back. Dance Dynamics performing. At halftime, boys basketball, Pella is leading Oskaloosa by a score of 31-30. We have Indians girls basketball coach J.C. White up here, who's trying to help us get our banner back in place. Well, you wind up doing everything in high school, don't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
But the Indians on the shorthand tonight in the girls' game against Pella, and that was where you had what you did to Norwalk the other night done unto you, a scoreless first quarter.
Yeah. Defensively, we really didn't look too bad in the first quarter. I know they held us scoreless, but anytime you can hold Pella to 11 points, that's a pretty good night for us defensively. So I was actually happy with the defense we came out with and the intensity we had on the defensive end for our first quarter.
But the rest of it just a lot of turnovers and a lot Emily Holderhouse.
Yeah, she's a tough one to guard, and she does a great job of playing defense. She's athletic enough that she can kind of hang back and make things look like they're open and then cause you some problems and get some steals. So at times we did some things we wanted to do offensively, and other times, she did a lot of stuff to us that kind of threw us off, and we really didn't execute as well as we would have liked to on the offensive end.
So now you get a couple of weeks off for the Christmas and New Year break. What have you got planned for the break?
We're going to shore up some of our defense. Our zone, I like what we're doing in that zone that we're running. We've got some good things defensively going for us, especially when we run our big lineups. We're just going to fine-tune that and get some more intensity out of it. Hang our hat on the defensive end. We've said it all year long, and I think it'll give us a solid 2 weeks to really focus in on defense and push defense, and then the offense is going to come with that.
And then 2 weeks from tonight, you're back in action on the road at Indianola. What do you know about them?
They're going to be tough. Anytime we come out in our conference, we're playing tough teams. It's a pretty tough conference all the way around. So they won't be quite the team they were last year without the Berg girl that went to Southeast Polk, but they're still going to be athletic, and they'll look pretty similar to Pella, I think.
All right. JC, thanks very much. Get your voice rested up, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you. You too.
J.C. White, coach of the Oskaloosa girls basketball team. The Indians falling to Pella tonight by a score of 60-15. We'll come back, sum up the first half of the boys' game where Pella leads Oskaloosa 31-30. Back in 2 minutes on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more. Your station for classic hits and local programming is 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Hear artists like Hart, Billy Joel, Huey Lewis, Stevie Wonder, The Beatles, Journey, and many more. KMZN is also where you'll find the Game of the Week. Wake up with Bob's Morning Brew weekdays at 6 a.m. and catch Brother Dave in the afternoon. It's all on 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Listen online at radiokmzn.com and with the free smartphone app available at Google Play and the iStore. Hey, did you know there's a great way to shop your local businesses and save money? It's called Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo. You'll find gift certificates at discounted prices from businesses like your Oskaloosa Hy-Vee, Mahaska Drug, Brown Shoe Fit, Nailed It, Book Vault, and many more Oskaloosa and area businesses. Shop local and save big at Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo to start saving today.
At Craig Ford, we believe in giving and serving, and that's especially true during the holiday season. That's why this December, we at Craig Ford are giving you Ford employee pricing. That's right, Ford employee pricing exclusively at Craig Ford. You pay what we pay from now till the end of the year. Craig Ford employee pricing gives you $18,500 off an F-150. You can get over $7,000 off a 2018 Escape, over $9,000 off the Ford Edge, and a whopping $10,000 off the Ford Explorer at Craig Ford.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. Joe Lancello with you as Pella leading Oskaloosa 31-30 at intermission. It's been a back and forth game. Pella got off to a 6-2 start. The Indians would come back with an 11-0 run of their own to take command, and at the end of the first quarter, they led it 20-10. Indians equaled that with a 24-14 advantage in the second quarter, but then Pella has come back on a 17-6 run of their own to take a 1-point lead, 31-30 at intermission on a Logan Shetterly 3. Near the end of the quarter, Shetterly with 3 threes, a 2-pointer, 4 of 4 at the line for 15 points. John Oltman with 3 threes for 9. Grant Nelson, 2 baskets for 2. Carl Miller, a 3-pointer for 3. Pella 4 of 4 at the foul line, all of those Shetterlys. 5 turnovers and unofficially 8 rebounds, 2 on the offensive side. Pella 10 points in the first quarter, 21 in the second for the total of 31. For Oskaloosa, Cole Henry with 8 baskets, 16 points. Xavier Foster, a 3-pointer, 2 twos, 0 for 2 at the line for 7. Tyler Miller, 2 baskets for 4. Austin Hafner, a basket for 3, and that's the Indian scoring. Oskaloosa 0 for 2 at the line. 8 turnovers compared to 5 against Pella. The Indians with 13 rebounds unofficially, 8 on the offense. Check that, 4 on the offensive side. Indians 20 points in the first quarter, 10 in the second for the total of 30. Indians with a basketball going from right to left. In the home white with silver and maroon. Henry, top of the key, driving, kicks it off for Hafner, left corner. Henry, left block. Driving in and scoring. Cole with 18 as he was driving on 6-foot-tall Sam Warner. 32-31 Indians lead. Third lead change of the night. Tied once at 6. Shetterly outside the arc of the right around a DeYoung screen. Off the left wing, Sam Warner, half hook, overshot the basket. DeYoung with a tip in. Nick DeYoung's first points. 33-32 Pella. Almost 1 minute play in the third quarter. After the bend of the arc on the left for Henry on top. For Foster Lane, turnaround shot on DeYoung is short. Rebound Shetterly. Shetterly in the front court quickly, driving to the right of the lane, rejected by Foster, out of bounds. Foster with 4 or 5 blocks tonight. Pella on the inbound baseline right as they attack the basket to our right, and the traveling green with white. Gustafson will shoot a long 3 in the right, off the bracket, no. Cole Henry, the Oskaloosa rebound. Cole will bring it across. Had a Foster screen on top, will use it. Still Henry at the top of the key. Driving, finds a driving. Yates left baseline, missed the shot. DeYoung the rebound. Gustafson, long cross-court pass for Sam Warner, gives it off now. Gustafson driving the lane, shot no good. Gustafson got his own rebound, put it up and in. Ryan Gustafson's first basket. 35-32 Pella. Almost 2 minutes played in the third quarter. A Yates pass tipped out of bounds by Oltman. Right in front of the Oskaloosa bench. Yates will inbound on the hash mark far side. 6 minutes to play in the third. Yates lobs for Henry on the right, looking to post up. Shot short. Warner the rebound. Ahead for Shetterly on the right. Crossover. Driving toward Foster. Lost the ball on the floor. Gets it back off on top. Van Veldhuizen almost had a steal. Altman on the right, they swing on the left side. A long three from the sideline. Are you kidding? And Shitterly hit it. Shitterly's fourth bomb of the game. Oskaloosa timeout. 5:30 to go in the third. Pella with their biggest lead. Pella 38. Oskaloosa 32. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
That ended up being a short timeout, each team with 3 timeouts remaining. Hafner high on the left side. Pass for Foster, left block. Foster driving, spinning, posting up, shot doesn't go. Sam Warner the rebound. 38-32 Pella, the biggest lead for the Dutch. After Oskaloosa led by 10 at the quarter. Pass for DeYoung on the run, blocked by Foster. And Henry away with it. Pass to the far side, scoop save by Pella. 9th Oskaloosa turnover, a drive by Shitterly, rejected again by Foster. Here's a 3 from the left by Altman, no good. Foster the rebound. We're told that's at least 8 blocks for Xavier Foster tonight. Yates for Henry high on the right side. Yates right wing, Foster baseline jumper from 10 is good. 9 for Foster, 38-34 Indians within 4 with 4:15 to go in the third. Shitterly high on the right side. Around a Gustafson screen, driving left of the lane. Stopped by Foster, gets it out from the left corner. Altman driving, shot around and out. Foster the Oskaloosa rebound. Good grief, he might have a triple-double. He's 1 point away from double-figure scoring. Rebounds and block shots could happen. Henry high on the right side with 3:43 to go in the third. Cole driving to the free throw line. Off for Foster. Right wing travel as he started to drive. 10th Indians turnover. Grant Nelson, a 6-foot sophomore, back in for Oskaloosa, replacing Sam Warner. No pressure defensively from Oskaloosa. Pella up by 4 with the ball, 3.5 to go in the third. Shitterly gives her Altman, back for Shitterly. A long 3 is good. 5th 3 by Shitterly. 21 points for the junior. 41-34 Pella. Their biggest lead with 3:12 to go in the third. Henry for Foster. Long 3 from the top. Short. Nelson with a rebound. Shitterly into the front court. Around an Altman screen. Back for Altman on top. He'll shoot a 3. That's off. Austin Hefner, the Oskaloosa rebound. 2:50 to go in the third. Yates dribbling to the left. He'll go to the baseline. Pulled up. Off for Hefner. A long 3 is up. Bingo! Hefner with 6. And a timeout on the floor. 2:35 to go in the third. Pella 41, Oskaloosa's 37. Back in a minute on the No Coast.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Drew Hunt, a 6'6" senior, is in the game for Pella. Joining Miller. Nelson, Shetterly, who has the ball high on the right, and Gustafson. Shetterly driving left lane all the way in and scoring. 23 for Logan Shetterly. 43-37. Pella in front just over 2 minutes ago in the third. And a travel called on Foster as he had the ball on the top of the key and was going to pass the ball to Hafner on the left wing. 11th Oskaloosa turnover. Reed McGinley, a 5'9" senior, in for Pella to replace Shetterly. Gets a well-deserved hand from the Pella fans. 2 minutes to play in the third. Pella up by 6 with the ball. Driving left of the lane, the floater is up off the rim. No, Henry the rebound. Cole on the dribble. Van Veldhuizen trailing right wing, 3 on the way. Short. Foster gonna be called for the foul, going for the rebound on the back of Hunt. Foster's second foul, the first on the Indians in the second half. First foul on either team in the second half, with 1:47 to go in the third. Pella leading 43-37 with the basketball. Gustafson left wing, guarded by Yates. Around a screen, Gustafson shoots, doesn't go. Rebound goes out of bounds on the near sideline. Indians will have it with 1:31 to go in the third. Yates taking his time across midcourt. Jackson Blythe is in the game for the first time for the Indians, a 5'10" senior. A whistle away from the ball. Hunt was doing some bumping with Foster. First foul on Hunt, first on Pella in the half. Yates inbounding baseline left. Finds Van Veldhuizen, 3 from the left, doesn't go. Hunt the rebound. Quickly in the front court, a 3 on the way from Nelson, left corner, doesn't go. Foster the rebound. And Foster doing very well to keep his pivot foot. He wanted to throw a long outlet pass, but then put on the brakes of that. Henry driving left lane, shot off the glass. No, Foster follows with a flush. 11 for Foster, 43-39. 49 seconds to play in the third, whistle and a foul. As McGinley was driving the lane. Jackson Blythe commits the foul, his first, second team foul. Van Veldhuizen out, Ryan Yates back in for Oskaloosa. Pella the inbound baseline right with 48 seconds to play. Inbound for Miller, shot no, whistle and a foul, and a travel on Henry as he was throwing the outlet pass. 12th Oskaloosa turnover. 44 seconds to go in the third. McGinley on the inbound baseline right as Pella attacks the basket to our right. McGinley looks, finds Josh Warner, right baseline. Back for McGinley, driving through the lane to the left side of the corner. Gets it back for Josh Warner, driving, rejected by Foster, out of bounds. 34.5 seconds to go in the third. McGinley on the inbound baseline right. Foster may be close to 10 blocks. McGinley in for Nelson, right corner. Guarded by Hafner. The return for McGinley's shot. Got the shot up over Henry and scored. Reed McGinley's first basket. 45-39 Pella. 20 seconds to go in the third. Henry cuts into the lane. Blocking foul called on Grant Nelson, who thought he had taken a charge. Second foul on Nelson, second on Pella in the half. Yates on the inbound baseline, left with 16.1 to go in the third. Yates for Foster. Thought about the baseline jumper, gives it for Yates. Ryan drives, back for Foster, left corner with 10. Foster looks. It was supposed to be a pass for Henry, I think. Cole didn't jump for it. The ball hit the rim. Here's Pella the other way. Right corner three is up by Altman and good. Altman's fourth bomb of the game. And Pella with a 6-point lead after three. Our score, Pella 48. Oskaloosa 39. Fourth quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
If Pella hold on to this lead, they can thank their three-point shooting. Schindlerly has 5 bombs, Altman with 4, including the one at the third quarter buzzer to give them their biggest lead of 9 points, 48-39 as we start quarter number 4. Nelson driving left wing, going all the way and scoring. Nelson with 6 off the bench, 50-39 Pella, their biggest lead. Blythe in the front court, and a reach-in foul called on Pella. On Reed McGinley, his first, third Pella team foul. The bonus not imminent for either team. Oskaloosa just 2 fouls in the second half. Blythe gives for Yates on the top or on a Henry screen. Yates stops, back for Foster on top, now for Hafner. Hash mark on the right side. Yates right coffin corner. In for Henry, the right block. Cole, spin move, scores. Cole with 20. 50-41, Indians down 9. 7-11 to go in the fourth. McGinley driving the lane. Shot no good. Foster rejected it. That block won't count. Blythe commits the foul, his second, third on the Indians in the half. McGinley on the inbound baseline right. In for Miller. Right corner. Back off Miller, a 3 is good. Carl Miller has 6 on a couple of threes. 53-41 Pella, their biggest lead under 7 minutes to play. Hafner, left wing of the bend of the arc, dribbles to the top. Loosely guarded by Carl Miller for Pella. No relation to Tyler Miller of Oskaloosa. Yates right wing out high for Hafner, high left. Henry left block double team, finds the cutting Blythe, but Jackson stepped over the baseline. 13th Oskaloosa turnover with 6.5 minutes to play. McGinley will take his time into the front court. And for Pella, their backup guards are doing well and giving Shetterly and Gustafson much needed rest. A long 3 on the left is good by Altman, his 5th bomb of the game. Altman with 15, 56-51 Pella, 56-41 Pella. Henry on top, thought about a 3. Yates will take a 3 high right, around and out. Blythe the offensive rebound. Indians will try again. Henry right wing of the bend of the arc, driving the baseline. Kicks it off for Blythe, left corner. His 3 is up, no. Henry the Oskaloosa rebound. Foster driving, jamming. Foster with 13. Long ball for Miller, right corner. Finds a trailing McGinley, lost the handle of the ball out of bounds. Isaac Schultz into the game for Oskaloosa. And Pella will make major changes. DeYoung, Schitterly, and Gustafson in the game. Joining Oltman and Grant Nelson. 5:40 to play in the fourth. Pella 56, Oskaloosa 43. Hafner at the hash mark on the near side. Now it's on the right side for Schultz. Henry right block. Double team there. Back out for Foster. He'll shoot a three from the right. Bingo! Foster's second bomb of the game. He's got 16. Indians within 10, 56-46. Shetterly driving and a foul. It'll be team 4 foul on Oskaloosa, not a shooting foul. Blythe commits his third foul. Blythe and Hafner 3 fouls apiece for Oskaloosa. Nelson has 2, the only player for Pella with more than 1 off the inbound. A drive and a basket and a foul for Gustafson. Gustafson got open in the left block and had a bunny. And a chance at a three-point play. Hafner commits his 4th foul, 5th Indians team foul. Gustafson with 4. Can't finish the three-point play. Free throw off the bracket. Cole Henry the rebound. 58-46. Pella leading just over 5 minutes ago in regulation. Blythe on top. Hafner left wing. On top for Foster. Henry in the lane, double team. Shot up and off. Shetterly the rebound. 4:50 to play. And a travel called on Gustafson as he was trying to drive on Foster on the far side. 7th Pella turnover. That'll work as good as a stop as far as Oskaloosa is concerned. Now they need a score. Blythe in the front court. Pass. Henry, it was high, and Cole did very well to keep it in play at the far sideline. Henry lob for Foster. Near the right block. Schultz faked the 3. Back for Henry in the lane. Turnaround shot. Good with the left hand. 22 for Henry. 58-48. Oski down with 4:23 to play. Shetterly back for Ullman. Back for Logan Shetterly. Shetterly to the top of the key. Now driving right of the lane. Shot up and off. Rebound tipped. And a loose ball fall. They're going to call DeYoung for being on Foster's back. DeYoung's second foul, the 4th on Pella in the half. 4:11 to go, 4th quarter. Indians down 10. 58-48. A turnover and an offensive foul, which is also a turnover, I should remember. And Henry tried to had the ball, was battling with Nelson for it. They call a held ball, and it will stay with Oskaloosa on the possession arrow. With 3:59 to play in the 4th. Officials toweling off the sweaty bodies that were on the floor a moment ago. Indians with Blythe, Schultz, Hafner, Foster, and Henry in the game. Pella with Shetterly, DeYoung, Gustafson, Nelson, and Oltman. Ryan Yates back in for the Indians. And it was Schultz who sat down. Yates inbounds at the hash mark far side in front of the Oskaloosa bench. Indians playing right to left. Yates finds Foster between the circles. Now Cole Henry high right. Cole around to Foster, screen to the top. Foster spin move. Blythe with a 3 high left. In and out. Gustafson the rebound. 3:43 to play. Shetterly in the front court, guarded by Jackson Blythe. Van Veldhuizen will check in for the Indians next break. Long 3 from Oltman. Doesn't go. Hafner the rebound. Pella nothing on their last 3 trips. Henry behind the back dribble. Spin move in the lane. Shot is up. In foul! Cole with 24 and a chance to finish off a 3-point play. Nelson commits a foul, his third, fifth on Pella. Indians within 58-50 with 3:21 to go in the fourth. Nelson out, Carl Miller back in for Pella. Henry, a 34% free throw shooter, his first time at the line tonight. Just the third free throw the Indians have had tonight. Free throw off the bracket, no. Gustafson the rebound. 3:17 to play. Indians down 8, 3-possession game. Shetterly shadowed by Blythe. Gets it off for Gustafson on the hash mark far side. Around a Miller screen. And a travel called on Carl Miller as he tried to drive. Ninth Pella turnover. Hafner in after a short rest, and Blythe out. 3:03 to play. Pella scoreless on the last 4 trips. Hafner outside the arc on the left for Foster on the top. Henry right wing. Now Van Veldhuizen for Yates at the bend of the arc on the left. Looks for a cutter, finds Henry, left block, beats a double team. Van Veldhuizen, right corner 3, doesn't go. Off the rim and off the top of the glass, didn't go. Gustafson, the Pella rebound. 2:37 to play. Holtman on the dribble to the far side. Gives for Gustafson, who will cut to the middle. Kicks it back for DeYoung at the top of the key. Now handed for Shetterly, guarded by Yates. Shetterly driving all the way, dumps it off for DeYoung to score a bunny. 4 for DeYoung, 60-50 Pella with 2:13 to play. Yates around a Henry screen to the left of the lane. Ryan driving all the way, lays it up, no. Foster the rebound and a foul, I believe, on DeYoung. It is on DeYoung, his third. Team foul 6 on Pella. So the Indians will have the bonus on the next Pella foul with 2:04 to play. DeYoung out, Josh Warner in for Pella. Off the inbound, Yates driving left of the lane, lost the ball. Carl Miller the takeaway. Under 2 minutes to play. Shetterly, long 3 on the top, short. Henry the rebound. Indians down 60-50 with 1:45 to play. Henry around a Foster screen. Cole with a 3. That doesn't go. Warner the rebound. 1:34 to play. Indians need to foul. They've got, and that's the first one. Hafner's 5th foul, so he will foul out with 1:28 to play. Austin with 6 points. Isaac Schultz back into the Indians lineup. Tyler Miller into the Indians lineup. Ryan Yates will also sit down. 16 fouls on the Indians. That was the last one they had to give. Pella on the inbound with 1:28 to go. And Van Veldhuizen called for a reach-in foul on Oltman. Noah's first foul, 7th Oskaloosa team foul. Oltman with 15 points. This will be his first time on the foul line. DeYoung in, Carl Miller out for Pella. Ryan Yates back in the Oskaloosa lineup, replacing Tyler Miller. Free throw up and in by Oltman. He'll have one more. First free throw for Pella in the second half. And the first Pella free throw not shot by Logan Shetterly. 61-50 Pella with 1:26 to play. Oltman made them both. He has 17, 62-50. Henry driving the lane against the triple team shot, around and in. Timeout Oskaloosa, 1:17 to play. Pella 62, Oskaloosa 52. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Light and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Pella leads Oskaloosa 62-52 with 1:17 to play. Indians with full court pressure. Pella getting in for Gustafson on the near sideline, cuts across the middle for Shetterly on the far side, and Isaac Schultz with a reach-in foul. Second foul on Schultz, 8th team foul on the Indians. Shetterly to shoot a 1-and-1. With him having made 4 of 4 tonight, he might not be the guy you'd ideally want to be at the line, but then again, we're at a stage where beggars can't be choosers. Shetterly with 23 points. Free throw up and in, one more on the way. Oskaloosa led 20-10 at the quarter. Pella with a 3 by Oltmann took a 31-30 lead at the half. It was 48-39 Pella after 3. And now it's 64-52 Pella as Shetterly makes the second. He got them both. 1:10 to play. Henry driving behind the back dribble through the crowd, lost the ball. Foster gets it right, block on top for Van Veldhuizen. 3 is up, in! Van Veldhuizen's first basket of the night. Timeout Oskaloosa, their last timeout with 1 minute to play. Trailing 64-55 to Pella. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
This is Wade Davidson, owner of the Rock Island Tap. We want you to come on down to the Tap starting Sunday, September 9th and watch your favorite NFL teams. We will be hosting NFL Sunday Ticket every Sunday from 11 to 11, and you can watch up to 5 games throughout the Tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We will have $6 Bloody Marys with a 6-ounce beer back, along with pizzas and other snacks. Don't forget NFL...
Pella get it in against full court pressure. Yates called for a foul against Shetterly with 53.4 to play. First foul on Yates, 9th on the Indians. Shetterly again to shoot a 1-and-1 with 53.4 to play. DeYoung in for Pella for defensive purposes to replace Carl Miller. Like a wrestling tag team. Shetterly 6 of 6 at the line. Free throw up and in. One more to come. 65-55 Pella. They've led by as many as 15. But the Indians, barring a miracle, are going to suffer their second straight loss. Second free throw short. Foster the rebound. And the rest of the Pella players were in the Oskaloosa attacking court. Henry, left wing, spinning, into the lane, shot, no, and a foul. 2 free throws for Cole Henry with 42.7 to play. Grant Nelson commits the foul, his 4th, 7th Pella team foul, so the Indians will have the bonus for the duration. Cole 0 for 2 at the line. 0 for 1 at the line. Now he's 0 for 2 as he missed the first. 65-55 Pella with 42.7 to play. Henry's second is on the way. Short. Rebound collected by Gustafson on the near side and a foul. With 41.3 to play. Yates with the foul, his second. 10th team foul on the Indians, so the double bonus out for the duration. Gustafson at the line to shoot 2. He's 0 for 1 at the line tonight with 4 points. The senior averaging 10 a game coming into tonight. First free throw good. 66-55 Pella. And the Dutch about to go to 4-1 of the conference. Gustafson makes the second. 67-55. Yates outside the arc on the left, dribbles to the top. Kicks it for Henry in the lane, down low, shot off the glass and in. 28 for Henry. 67-57 with 21 seconds to play. Full court pressure. Gustafson gets into the front court for Grant Nelson and a foul. With 21.1 to play. Van Veldhuizen with the foul, his second. Gustafson, who made 2 a moment ago, will shoot 2 more here. Pella leading 67-57. First free throw up and in. Pella will enjoy the holiday break. They'll host Allison or Grimes 2 weeks from tonight. Gustafson's second is up and in, made both. 69-57 Pella. 19 seconds to play. Yates, long three, doesn't go. Henry with the rebound. Cole will shoot a 3 high right. That doesn't go. Yates the rebound up and in. 69-59, 7 seconds left. And a steal and a basket. Isaac Schultz had that, but Pella will get the ball inbounds and dribble it out, and that'll be the ball game. 10th ranked Pella beat number 1 ranked Oskaloosa. Our final score, Pella 69, Oskaloosa 61. We'll sum things up when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa today.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Welden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves in being your local lumberyard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years.
You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. I'm Joe Lancello. A disconsolate group of Oskaloosa High School fans on the court as 10th-ranked Pella has knocked off number 1-ranked Oskaloosa 69-61, the second straight loss for the Indians after a loss at Norwalk on Tuesday night. The Indians dropped to 7-2 overall, 3-2 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Pella now 6-2 overall, 4-1 in the conference. I mentioned the Craig Ford keys of the game. One of them would be to slow down Pella's three-point shooting. That didn't happen. Pella with a dozen three-point baskets. Logan Shutterly had 5 of those, along with 2 baskets, 7 of 8 of the foul line for a team-high 26 points. John Oltman had 5 threes as well, plus 2 of 2 at the free throw line for 17. Ryan Gustafson, 2 baskets, 4 of 5 at the line for 8. Carl Miller had 2 threes for 6. Grant Nelson had 3 twos for 6. Nick DeYoung, a couple of baskets for 4. Reed McGinley, a basket for 2. Sam Warner, Josh Warner, and Drew Hunt did not score for Pella. The Dutch, 13 of 15 at the foul line. That's the kind of performance that wins games. Unofficially, 9 turnovers against the Dutch and 23 rebounds for Pella, 4 on the offensive side. Pella with 10 points in the first quarter, 21 in the second, 17 in the third, 21 in the fourth for their total of 69. For Oskaloosa, led by Cole Henry with 14 baskets. 0 for 3 at the foul line for 28. Xavier Foster, 2 threes, 5 twos, 0 for 2 at the line for 16. Austin Hafter getting his first start, 2 threes for 6. He fouled out in the fourth quarter. Tyler Miller, 2 baskets for 4. Ryan Yates, a basket for 2. Noah Van Veldhuizen, a basket for 3. Isaac Schultz with a basket for 2. Jackson Blythe and Colton Butler did not score. Oskaloosa 0 for 5 of the free throw line. They had a third of the free throw attempts that Pella did. And obviously 13 more points from the stripe. But in an 8-point game, that's a big difference. 14 turnovers make that unofficially against the Indians. And 28 rebounds unofficially with Ed on the offensive side. Indians, 20 points in the first quarter, 10 in the second, 8 in the third, 22 in the fourth, for their total of 61. Xavier Foster was close to 10 block shots. We don't know if he actually got to 10 blocks. He was close to it. And so he may have had a triple-double tonight in a losing effort. As the Indians are now 7-2 on the year, 3-2 in the Little Hawkeye Conference, Oskaloosa drops out of a 4-way tie for first with Pella, Norwalk, and Indianola. Indianola was at Grinnell tonight. Norwalk was at Newton. On paper, you would go with Norwalk over Newton because Newton 0-4 in the conference going into tonight. Grinnell 2-2 in the conference, but on their home floor, you never know. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM in Oskaloosa. I'm Joe Lancello. Quite a game. Hats off to Pella. They will soar in the next poll from Associated Press, which will come out Monday afternoon. I'm assuming they're still working on that holiday. And the Indians' next game will be at Indianola 2 weeks from tonight on January 4th. Pella's next game also 2 weeks from tonight at home against Dallas Center Grimes. So that is going to do it for us tonight. From Oskaloosa, thanks very much to Brother Dave back at Mission Control. Thanks to Titus Lutzring, our producer-director of the Oskaloosa video production crew. Thanks to our sponsors. And thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Wish we had some better news for you. In the girls' game, it was Pella over Oskaloosa 60-15. In the boys' game, Pella beats Oskaloosa 69-61. Have a good night. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And safe travels if you're headed out of town over the holiday. I'm Joe Lancilla. We'll talk to you later. We'll talk to you next year, I guess. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Oskaloosa Indians basketball on KBOE. Brought to you by Bank Iowa, Mahaska Drug, Pella Printing, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Edward Jones Investments, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Certified Pest Control, Clow Valve Company, Kelly Style Insurance, Fred's Muffler Shop, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Lighton State Bank, Malcolm Lumber, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care, Robert Auld Investments, The Rock Island Tap, Hawkeye Real Estate, and Pella Regional Health Center. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford. This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.